Hello and welcome back to Arknights. I'm Luce and, well, once again, Arknights is having a crossover this time with Ave Mujica, or however you pronounce that. I don't know what it is about, but, it was interesting. Oh, it's not even showing up the, music here. Well, whatever. As long as you don't hear it over me. It's time. Ooh, not bad. I've not seen anything that this is from, to warn everyone, so I have no idea what's coming. This is the quest, right? Yeah, they renamed the quests yeah, they renamed the quest here. It's Morpheus's Riddle, the shop, event shop, Corsone's Museum. Yeah, they always have to rename all of it, so sometimes it takes a bit to figure out which is which here. Somnius Omnes. Story. A girl feels a daze in the drizzle. She wakes up to find herself in a different place. Red light at the crossroads. Yeah, as per usual, the Arknights does not keep a record for these crossover events. For the record, they do have you still have can keep the units, and they even sometimes get upgrades like modules after release, but they don't get any story content, and they're obviously not mentioned anywhere. So I figure it's important to keep with my usual of playing the game whenever there's a crossover. This is quite nice, but my OBS says it's not picking up the music. Weird. I had an issue with Arknights being too loud, and now it's too quiet, even when I have it at 100%. Whatever. Time to head on over. Just because they won't keep a record doesn't mean I won't. Yame Utenji. Today's masquerade is another huge success. Did you hear how loud they were cheering for the encore? I bet that one kid was a total Yamuchi fan. Like our eyes were glittering like crazy when I came on stage. Oh, that makes me so happy. We should add another a little more fan interaction into our next show. What do you say? It's funny, Arknights is having their crossover on the global server with an idols thing when ZZZ has their own idols event going on. Though granted, Zenless Zone Zero's idols are OCs, so they can show up as much as they damn well please. So that's something in ZZZ's favor. It's one thing to think of ways to increase appeal, Utenji, but do not lose sight of Ave Mujika's worldview. What, you're afraid I'll steal the whole audience away? My fans are just here to soak up Ave Mujika's masquerades. Why not hook them up on Mujika itself? Your very posture is part of the performance. We must not let our guards down until the curtains have truly fallen. It is our mission to see our guests enraptured in this masquerade. That explains the opening aesthetic. I guess that must be part of their show. We must therefore present a convincing image. Alright, alright. Say, Muko, didn't you get the biggest cheers when you took on the stage? You were happy, weren't you? You wanted even more fans, didn't you? Be honest. I don't. Wakaba. Stop trying to incite Mutsumi, please. Haha, come on, no arguing here. I just think everyone's looking forward to the next performance. We've got so many people on our side right now. Here's our chance to repay them by giving our all. Saki-chan's doing her best to compose the new song. The light in the loft has been on so late these past few days. Be assured that in the face of all of your efforts, I can hardly rest on my own laurels. Saki-chan. Sakiko, real talk. Remember to chill out a little. Maybe I should give them a bit more exaggerated accents because, like I said, I don't know what this is from, but I need to separate them all. Hopefully I muted the mic in time for that sneeze. Yeah. Uika. Uka? Uika? How do you pronounce it? I don't know. We all get what you're putting into this, Saki-chan. I'll make sure the lyrics are worthy of a new song. Umiri Yahara. Togawa-san played me a sample before the show. It is a good song. Well, if I had to say, maybe the tempo could be a tiny bit slower. Huh? You all heard that already? When? Just before the show today. I think you were in the dressing room? I wanted to get the opinions of everyone, but time was short, so I simply played it to those present. Yumi made me go to her live streaming as a guest. I didn't get to hear it. Gah. What? Utenji, did I say not to... Look, the light's turning green. We can cross the other side. Oh no. The across to the other side. Ah, what a headache. It's so wonderful. What's this all of a sudden? I was touched by what you were saying just now, even after all we went through, even though after we fought, the five of us are still together as a band. It's so wonderful. I'm guessing like most crossovers, this takes place early on in the series, like how Delicious in Dungeon took place basically within the first chapters, first few chapters. Makes sense. It's pretty easy and recognizable for anyone who's coming in, but the ones who aren't familiar like me, we can just get a quick, don't have to worry about having to catch up on too much story before getting into it here. I've never asked them, but I'm sure everyone thinks that way. I know I do. As for me, I'm so glad you could put your trust in me this way, Saki-chan. And I could offer my whole life to Mujika, I really could. Sakiko follows Rika's gaze, the group of girls merrily crossing the road. They are unburdened, free of cares, as this was a beautiful fairy tale. Though none may say it out loud, they all owe a debt of gratitude to Saki-chan. In Nayamu's own words, Mujika has made their dreams come true. A dream. It's like how everything used to be, almost like we're dreaming. Come on, you two, let's not do this here. Are you telling me to cast aside our identity as a band? Well, band or not, I don't care. Wait, what? I mean, is there any reason we have to be a band for this? What in the world are... Besides, I don't hear Muko complaining. Hell, she's the one who said it won't last on TV. Never mind being a band, I don't think she'd lose too much sleep over leaving Mujika at all. That was... I won't let Mujika disband. Where'd you get that? I didn't say anything about disbanding. A member leaving is the same as us disbanding, and it's a betrayal of our fans' support. And what I'm saying is we already betrayed it just now. You talk a big show for someone too damn busy to show up to practice, don't you? That's just irresponsible, isn't it? How could you? If we're dealing with responsibility here, then I'd like to say you're the one who needs more practice, Utenji. I never felt Utenji to be lacking practice. Togawa, aren't you the one not paying attention to your band members here? Uika increases her pace to catch up to the other members who've gone ahead, but Sakiko lays behind, dazed in the crowd. She stares blankly. Her legs feel as though they've been filled with lead. She can't take a single step forward. Hey, what are you standing there for? Did you leave something behind? You still don't trust me. Is that a flashback, I wonder? Saki, the light's turning red! Saki, the Dokun, is that okay? Saki-chan? You should go back, Saki. Better you never saw me again. We're not gonna wait for you if you don't keep up. Disgusting. Is this her own inner... Wait. The traffic signal beeps its urgent warning. Saki tries to follow, the lights has turned red. Oh no, Truck-kun! He's here! Car after car flies past. Sakiko lifts the wind flayed tips of her hair. The traffic lights face her in silhouette. Something falls into her palm. This rain. Raindrops plummet from the sky, faster, heavier. A torrent of memories are rushing back. The sound around her amplifies. The noise of the crowd, the horns of cars. Rain soaks into her clothes, becoming one with tears. Her sorrow and helplessness cannot be told. And yet, the way she cries towards the sky tells all. Melancholy and despair sweeps over her as her vision grows blurry along with her memories. Clank, clunk. Sakiko! Sakiko! Time to get up, sleepyhead. It's a beautiful day. Oh! Sakiko. Miss Vigna, am I dreaming? Nope. Excuse me, don't pinch my face. Hey, I'm not pinching that hard. Just doing the check for ya. Pinch his own face. See, not that bad. Interesting. She's become I think she's a Caprine. I guess she'd have to be a Caprine or Sarkaz, but Caprine are usually the sheep horns or goat horns, and those look more like the sheep or goat horns. You're not the one getting face pinched without a warning first thing in the morning. Alright, lay off. Get yourself ready. I'll wait for you outside. She presses her ear against the cool wall. The whir of mobility layer transfers to the structure of the landship. Clank clunk. That's the sound of the mobility layer. What was that strange scene and all those people? So let me get this straight. You dreamt about a group of people you'd never met. Correct. The surroundings were completely unfamiliar too. Interesting. So perhaps she glimpsed herself into another world, a mirror world, if you will. One where she was an ordinary human with no Caprine horns. Unfamiliar face, vehicles, buildings, clothing. Could it have been a movie? Sometimes I watch documentaries before I go to bed, and then I dream about being in those places. Oh, but I haven't experienced anything close to this before. Maybe you're just tired. Whisslash has been telling me how you always train until really late. Apparently you don't even stop until she tells you to. And I think I saw your name on the engineering department volunteers list, too. You're still pretty new here. You got plenty of time and plenty of chances to adjust. Maybe take a little vacation for feeling tired, give yourself a break. I'm fine, I can deal with it. Miss Sakiko, a hand, please. The medical department just got a bunch of patients we need to arrange accommodations for. That's not meant to be Sakiko's job, is it? Besides, isn't this a little complicated for a rookie to handle? Sorry, but the person in charge wanted Miss Sakiko specifically. Where are we going? Please show me the way. Huh? I helped them out before. I'm well acquainted with the entire workflow. If they're short of hands, then I'll most certainly lend mine. Hey, Vigna, I'll see you at your usual place. I do like her Rhode Island uniform. Wait, hold. Sheesh, I don't remember her learning any of that. Huh. Wouldn't that be an interesting way to handle it? Well, with the Monster Hunter crossover, they didn't introduce any new characters per se. Instead, they had existing characters from Arknights in themed outfits and powers from Monster Hunter. I wouldn't mind if they end up trying to do this. Like, oh, this isn't the Ave Mujica, this is Arknights Sakiko, a very different person. That'd be nice, even if that's just an excuse to let her rerun later for the people who missed her. Leave it for. Almost done with the stuff on the shelf. It's a good go once it's packed. Been an hour. Where's Sakiko? There you are, Sakiko. I duly apologize. I ended up spending more time on the patients than I'd anticipated. No big. You know, you've only been in Rhode Island a few months, right? Because it feels like you've been part of the place forever. Really, it does. Everyone's like, yeah, leave it to Sakiko. She does a good job. People are counting on you without realizing it. Heck, even I am. I have to keep reminding myself you're a rookie and I can't put too much on your plate. I saw you sign up for the music club, but you've never gotten to attend any of our meetings. Oh, Vigna, it's alright. I just joined Rhode Island because I wanted to help people fight Oriepathy. Oriepathy, if I recall, that's how your mom died, isn't it? Yes. Alright, so yeah, this version of Sakiko is completely separate, unless her mother died of a... Something tells me her mother didn't, in the main series, didn't die of rock cancer, although she might have died of a different kind. Or she did. I was under the naive belief that I could live my days without worry or care. But Terra put the lie to that beauty. I watched Mother struggle against her illness until it finally took her. I've seen so much since joining Rhode Island. Suffering plagues these lands as we speak, and I still have to learn. Yeah, I think I understand where you're coming from. Are you done on your side, Vigna? The caravan's ready. We're just waiting for you and a batch of supplies. Oh, shoot, I'm on it. Oh, what are you packaging the supplies for? An emergency shipment? Yeah, there's a town nearby that needs food and medicine urgently. The route's not safe. Need us to escort. I'll come with you. There must be something I can help with. No, you... alright, alright. Oh, hey, it's Ben, and, Iris. Yeah, yeah, Ben and Iris. There's no... So I did notice them before looking at the names, I swear. I want to make sure I remembered them. Iris, there's no need to be so nervous, and there's only no need to blame yourself. I should have noticed earlier. Even the best of us let things slip through the cracks. Besides, you only correspond through letters. It's natural you wouldn't notice. Oh, but she... You're hyperventilating again. Come on, now take a deep breath. Relax. I gave Vigna a push just now. We'll be on our way soon. We have to make it back before dark. We will. We know what to do when we see her. We have it all hashed out. Just follow that and everything will be fine. Sorry, we're late. Oh, that's all right. Not a moment too soon. Driver, take us away. The engine rumbles and the vehicle accelerates through the passage. Oh, phew, I hope we can still make it in time. Ow. Oh, we're in such a hurry, I almost forgot. Let me introduce you girls. This is Sakiko, a new trainee operator. She's from Victoria, just like you guys. Okay, so I need to give her a British accent. Good to know. She's helping me with the logistics work here. Iris and Benny here, how would I put it? Oh yeah, they're fairies. Fairies. Now, Vigna, we can introduce ourselves. We've done this song and dance more times than we can count. So, Miss Sakiko Victoria, I assume you know the fairy tales, the Castle of Dreams. Some storybooks when I was little. Do you believe they're real? Huh? Well, I did pester mother about them plenty at that age. So you don't believe in them now? Well, I don't mean that exactly. But every fairy tale is true, you know. Deep in the forest of Victoria, there towers the castle of dreams, where the fairies make their home, and sweet dreams to every child. Does it really exist? Say, you're not grown up yet, right, Sakiko? Maybe those weird dreams of yours have something to do with those fairies. Fairies would never barge into children's dreams without permission. It's not the done thing. Dreams are a reflection of oneself and the formation of thought, doubly so for a child whose mind is still delicate. And some dreams can change a child's entire life. We bring sweet dreams to children, yes, but we first have to gain their permission. Then we consider very carefully what stuff the dreams will be and what exactly to bring them. Ah, so the classic concept of pixies. Or at least some of them. I have to say, dreams I've been having more lately are far cry from sweet. Bewildering is a more appropriate word. Oh, you can always have Iris help you interpret your dreams when is a little less busy. Iris can? Actually, when's the last time either of you had time off? Takiko never got to meet you two because you spend so little time at Rhodes Island in the first place. Iris is the master of the Castle of Dreams. There's a lot that demands her personal attention. It's a shame I'm not cut out for dream spinning myself, else I would have lightened some of her load. There are others with the talent to spin dreams, but that child is much too dangerous. So is that the order of business this time as well? Bring sweet dreams to the children? Well, yes and no. Iris, can I tell her? I shall tell her myself. I like that little quizzical expression she's got. 1 year ago, I happened upon a storybook that utterly captivated me. I wrote to the address on the title page and became pen pals with the author. Through letters, we exchanged fairy tale interpretations and imaginations with one another. But more recently, her replies began to dwindle. It's been a while since I heard her message, too. Then 2 days ago, I got a letter. Inside was a brand new story she had written. The protagonist was quick-tempered father, and the protagonist girl has a quick-tempered father and finds herself isolated among the children her own age. It was the complete opposite of her previous stories, and she told me this is what her life was really like. In closing, on the cusp of adulthood, she mentioned her birthday. That date is tomorrow. She wasn't even an adult yet? Sheesh. And that single line at the end of the letter keeps haunting me. She said she did not wish to grow up. This will be my final letter. Less than 12 hours till the day turns over. Yeah, that's why Iris is in such a rush. We must hurry to town and find... Screech. What was that? We just burst a tire. The roads here are shot. What? Under the blazing sun, the waves of scorching heat sink through the skin. It's gonna be a very long wait. Oh my, what a start. But yeah, it seems like the Ave Mujica characters aren't being isekai so much as oh. Yeah, I'm not liking this doll here in the background. I can tell you that much. Oh yeah, the tutorial. Let's see what the gimmick is for this event. Oh nice, we don't have to worry about... For once, it's not using just all the 3 stars. It's always fun when they give some higher ranks. Really? It's not showing up? It's still not picking up. Weird. The moons are bright tonight. What could possibly be dangerous in here? Take care. I've heard that in this castle, a great many creations come to life when the moonlight shines on them. Don't be deceived by the quiet stance in the corner now. Our attacks won't do any meaningful damage. That's a tooth. A tooth monster? But once the moonlight's shown on it enough, it'll quickly gain consciousness and come to life. Living creations are very hostile to guests. Don't be fooled by their cute exteriors. Don't worry if you see fire. That's a side effect. It seems moonlight does more than just fill them with consciousness. They'll be swifter and fiercer whenever illuminated, too. We might be able to exploit this in the next fight. If we block the light, we should have the upper hand. 10-block moonlight. Countdown to hatching. Is that a clock bell? That clock bell? Did I hear that right? Is the clock in the center of the big hall a living creation too? No, the light and dark revolving on its face merely tell what time it is inside the castle. The thing stuck to that's about to hatch, and that's the real threat. Take a side note. When the bell tolls, it means the moons are about to move. Pay attention how the light shifts. Moonlight's coming from a different direction now. Get ready for battle. Remember, these creations become especially vicious in the moonlight, so mind your positioning. Alright, yeah, she's now Vigna's blocking that. Alright, so basically the light's gonna rotate around the stage, and enemies are stronger if in the dark, if in light. Yeah, I don't know what's going on that affected the volume like that. It was just fine before. Alright, now we have the real story here. Don't worry, I've been doing a lot of stuff before. And yes, I did decide to go for the Ave Mujica girls. Reminds me, I should probably... I'm gonna have to break up the Sui team for this, but I think it'll be worth it, ultimately. Let's see here. Uika, here we are. And, keep him, but specialist. Where's the doll keeper? Here we are, the doll keeper. Oh yeah, all of them have an Arknights World Universe skin, but I'll use the default one just to show them off. My understanding is this character actually does have a dark side, but I haven't seen it. Just rumors. Should probably go with the rabbit team, but since that's going to be a bit more challenging, but I'm going to be using the Mujica girls here, since, as you can see, I did pull on the banner, and I was lucky. I didn't hit the hard pity, but I got close. So I need to be very wary about how my luck's going to play out. We're 4 whole hours behind schedule. We don't have that much time left until midnight. The streets are deserted. We're not finding a map in a place like this either. This is a rotten turn. We should split up. We have our communicators. If anyone finds anything, page the rest. Not a bad idea. Wait, okay, that works for us, but you don't have any solo experience, Sakiko. I can't let you go alone. Now's hardly the time for that, isn't it? What she wrote, this is my final letter. In a worst case scenario, but... Vigna, I'll be fine. By Miss Wishlash's account, I'm ready to operate on a squad based on my current abilities, remember? Takes out communicator. I'll call the first sign of trouble. Is that satisfactory? Good, and don't forget us. Fine, just be careful, yeah? I will. Miss Iris, what's the name and address? Her name is Anne. Here we are. Garden Street. Acknowledge. We shall start from the crossroad. Let's split up and begin. Pant. How can the streets be so complicated? Someone's selling flowers here. Why would someone sell flowers at this hour? No matter, it might still be a lead. Excuse me. Do you know where the Garden Street is? Oh, you're on it. Would you like a flower, miss? Thank you. Would you know where the number 33 is? Oh, look up and follow the setting sun. Last house to the end of the street. That's 33. Oh, I suppose I didn't. That's why I didn't hear any footsteps. Silly me, doddering about. I suppose it is time I went home. There's no way. Is your sight? Oh, don't you worry about me. Got somewhere to go, don't you? Better go. Yeah, an old person selling something in the middle of the night and just claims to have bad eyesight. Well, we don't have any better leads, but yeah. The group splits up. Thank you. You be safe too. Oh yeah, when I get back there, I should check out what the one is for that. Here we are, the Garden Street. The correct address. Towards the street. This is the place. The old door creaks as Sakiko pushes it open. It reeks of alcohol in here. The ground's covered in muddy shoe prints. In the corner is a ragged man. He looks around, starts to go through bottles tidily tucked away in the corner, picking each one. Empty. Empty. All empty! Anna, where the hell are you? Is that you're abandoning me? Running away like she did? Anna, I won't drink anymore. Starting today, I'll do my best. The man collapses to his knees and promptly screams in pain. His palm is pierced by the shard of the bottle he broke. Anna, blood on the floor. I'm bleeding. I'm dying. Come, Anna, I'm dying. Anna, you're back. I'm not Anna. You are. It's me. Don't you remember me? He takes a crawl towards Sakiko, but lets out another scream. Inexplicable wave of lamentations goes through her. She places her hand on the battered door frame. Let's go. Is that Anna? So the story you never published was an account of what happened to you? Yes. I do love fairy tales, back when Mom was still around, but she bought me heaps and heaps of storybooks. We were happy back then, me, Mom, and Dad. But the happiness left with Mom. I tried to write about all I'd gone through, show it to others, but nobody wants to read about the oppression and despair. So I turned every sentence on its head. I made the most beautiful fairy tales of all, but I stopped reading them fairy tales long ago. Anna, she trembles. Please don't call me by that name. I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt you. Don't worry, you've already been much kinder to me than anyone else. There's Iris, actually. She's worried about you. You know Iris? I do. I came with her to find you. I'd have to give her a call, and she'll be here right away. Iris, you don't want to see her? I know how busy she is. Every day she has much to take care of. You're a very important friend to her. You know, I was up on the high place today, and I kept standing up, looking down. But I had all the letters she wrote me in my pocket. I kept every last one, and I kept holding on to them. She told me to keep living. The sweet dreams of my fairy tales would come about one day. I don't know if I should trust myself or trust her. Oh, you can absolutely trust her. She's a real fairy, after all. Fairy? Oh, you'll understand once she'll be here. She says before you become an adult. Takiko looks at the clock. It's an antique one, hung on the wall, and the hour and minute hands are slowly converging. Damn it. What is it? Iris is saying before you become an adult. Before my birthday, she truly wants to celebrate? Yes, and we're running out of time. Alright, I haven't celebrated my birthday in so long already. I'm not a child anymore. When you grow up, you don't need celebration. Sakiko's gaze flits around, something catches her eye. And how about I give you your birthday blessing, huh? Okay. It's a piano. The moon shines upon it as though it was just there, put there just for tonight. Even if Iris's sweet dream doesn't make it in time, Sakiko wants to do something for Anne. In your last moments for your grown up and adult, allow me to play a lullaby as a present. Got it. Sakiko places up on the steps, and Anne sits below. Their hearts beat. The clock ticks. They gradually come to focus between them. Oh, there's a Laterano church going by that symbol in the background. Thump thump. Tuck tuck. Well, it is the totally not Vatican, so of course there'd be Catholic churches for their machine god elsewhere. Sakiko's fingers weave through the keys of black and white. The notes leap with the passage of time, giving the sincerest blessings the miracle of the girl's birth. Thank you for coming to this land. May the future hold happiness and joy for you. May the child live forever in your heart. As the final note settles, the church bell rings. Music did change, for the record. Happy birthday, Anne. Sakiko turns up to the girl only to find she's fallen asleep on the table, her fallen face the picture of peaceful slumber. Happy birthday, Anne. Ben is in the church, waiting for Anne to wake up. Let's take a little stroll then, shall we? Thank goodness you made it in the end. It was very close, thank goodness indeed. What kind of dream did you spin for her? A room of pure white, so clean it could not be real. And in there, first things first, I inquired if she'd be willing to enter the dreamland I'd spun for her. You are quite the noble lady, aren't you? Oh, please don't take what Bennett said at face value. You must have the child's permission before you enter dreamland. It's a necessary procedure as ordained by the Castle of Dreams. I see. Did you talk about anything else with her after that? In her dream, I told her how truly beautiful her words were, and that I hoped she would continue to write. Whatever the style, whatever the story, it hardly has to be a fairy tale, even. Yes, that's what I wanted to tell her as well. Before her eyes, I've unveiled each and every character she'd penned. Mr. Decaytooth loves to eat fruit, and Miss Dolly loves to walk on her hands, and they all had a tea party together. How wonderful. If only Anne could stay in that dream forever. Dreams are not for wallowing in. No matter how sweet the dream, one has to wake up in the end. Even if reality is so callous and chaotic, you and Ben have such powerful originium arts. Takako, you misunderstand the power of fairy tales and the castle of dreams. In the face of reality, what we can accomplish is so very limited. But it is one thing. It is but one thing. We nestle a seed deep within the depths of that child's heart. Likely, it is what they consider the most important event or thing to them as children. It usually lies deep within, but at crucial moments when people are at their weakest, it gives them their strength. Am I being a little too weighty here? No, no, I saw the conviction in her eyes when you spoke. I'm sure the dream you spun for Anne will stay with her and give her the courage to live in the days to come. I believe so too, though my reason is a little different. Huh? Before I spun her the dream, I found in her heart a tiny seed. Sweet dreams from the castle are far from the only way to plant a seed of faith. It's all thanks to you, Sakiko. Yeah, your piano was amazing. No. I told you you'd be a killer musician. You need to get the stage at Rhodes Island concerts. Oh, please, Vigna, spare me. As Vigna and Sakiko mock fight, Iris draws an item from the box. You mentioned having strange dreams, Sakiko. Carry this necklace with you, and the nightmares should lessen. Are you sure I should have this? Just take it, honestly. It's nothing valuable. It's a little arch-enchanted, that's all. Hey, give me one, too. Do you also have nightmares? I mean, probably. I don't remember. No, I can tell you've been a perfectly sound sleeper all your life. Man, it's no fun dealing with you fairies. Nothing is a secret from you. Ah, so they do have the Fey eyes. Or Vigna's just a very terrible at lying. As her colleagues chat, Sakiko carefully places the necklace on. She feels a gentle coolness and then spreads through her body. Beautiful. Iris, Vigna, look. Nobody's there. Vigna? Iris? She looks around her. Nobody's there. Hello? She begins to make her way for the church she just left, every step more urgent. Benna? Anne? Huh. Wait, why am I back at Rose Island? Miss Sakiko, are you alright? Are you alright? Ooh. Hello. It's like how everything used to be. It's almost like we're dreaming. A dream? Sakiko! Sakiko! Time to get up, sleepy. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's so cold. My head hurts. Sakiko. I don't know who this is, but I'm very disappointed they probably won't be showing up in any future events. Sakiko. This was not what I'm gonna be honest with you all, this was not what I was expecting. Oh, she's normal again. Where am I? Or maybe the two Sakikos are her across different realities, trying to find proper connection. She's inside of a massive castle. Looking up at the sky through a large window, she saw twin moons floating in the sky. The cold is cleared up in her mind. She looks around her, perplexed, chirping. What kind of creatures are these? Oh, she made them sad. Footsteps. Why, did someone come too? The crisp sound of heels striking the ground rings out from the shadows. A theropod's figure Marge is slowly drawing close to Sakiko. Clack, clack. How boring. You know, I was surprised when Techno from the Rainbow Six event became playable, so anyone who shows up in this event who is not one of the Avi Mujica could theoretically still show up. That's why many of the Limbus fans like me are still hoping Mayors might show up in Arknights proper one day. Background clown continuously inflates a balloon in place of attacking. When it's full, gains barrier and low altitude hovering.
Is it my turn? Is so so quick.
Oh. Okay, I messed that up. Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna need to bring someone. Okay, I'll be by your side. That's embarrassing. First mission, I already fail it. Oh yeah, because I'm gonna need cheap units for this. But that is fine because I've got a few here. In fact, let's bring our other crossover characters. Yes, maybe I'll do precisely that. Then again, I really want Matsukiri. He's from the Hoshi Ultra event, and dang, he's amazing. Here. Actually, I don't have very many who can hit air. I never raised fuse. I think this should be fine, yeah. Actually think about it. I think S2 on Ami I can actually hit flying enemies. Be interesting if so.
Is it my turn? What can I get these? There's on.
Oh, he starts with none of that. Well, this is being silly.
Everyone.
Alright, fine. If you're gonna not let me have a Mujika girls, it's time to. I should go with the cheap deploying ones actually. Paper actually might be pretty easy for this. Oh yeah, weird glitch. It's not a glitch actually. It's just usually this module thing here in the right corner only shows up when an operator has their module. However, there's no module. That's because the loop shooters get their modules in the next update, but I guess Global decided to load it a little early. Interesting when that happens. Of course, that doesn't apply to me. Dream of the lattice window. Sakiko can handle this. Right, her range can overlap with some of the others here. If her range is extended to this.
Again, it's
I feel. I must.
The nice thing about Matsukiri is he grants more power to support and defenders only. That was probably to limit how powerful he might actually be, so they don't have another Cantabile, however you pronounce it, situation on their hands. But yeah, as you can see, he's powering up even the Bard, and Bards are significantly stronger. Yeah, the clowns don't attack until the balloons are full, which is not an issue. And
What can I get? I must. Someone.
Fairy tales tell of a castle that only children can see, somewhere in Victoria. Kind fairies live in there, treating the children to banquets and making their wishes come true with sweet dreams. No one knows what the Castle of Dreams really looks like. Sweet dreams fade from memory the moment the children leave the dream. Sweet dreams are continuously created and forgotten, a cycle of creation and forgetting. Is this not rather unfair to the gentle overworked fairies? Yes, Morpheus. Welcome to the Castle of Dreams. I am its current master, Morpheus. Ah, are you gonna give me the red pill and the blue pill? Master of the Castle of Dreams, what have you done? Exactly what you dreamt of. No, I have you all dream a dream. Simple. Ah, but your dreams are no entertainment, just filled to the brim with boredom. Yeah, not to mention those two horrid pests. Know them, Iris and Benna. I wouldn't say we're intimate. So they're real, they don't just exist within the dream. I wish they only existed in the dream. Oh, notice how she has that strange three-headed dog in the behind her. I get the sense this is the main villain of the story. Wait a minute. Look at that thing on her ear. Oh, that's a regulator. Basically, anyone who has that usually becomes playable. Sometimes it takes ages, but interesting. Now, could you stop bringing them up? You're talking to me. I'm the master of this Look at me. I'm the master of this place right now. Let me leave. Not happening. Why would I just let you go now? So few children have come to the Castle of Dreams lately. The Cortons can't talk. There's a single wolf, and it can't stop stammering. Dismayed chirping. The Cortons. Wolf. Sorry. You trapped me in the castle because you, personally, were bored. As if I'd do it to just anyone. No. Your memories are more interesting. Your experiences, those alien places, I've studied them over and over. Right into my memory. Didn't the blue one tell you understanding a child's past is vitally important to creating a dream for them? Now, you're quite special. Even after all those unforgettable things you've been through, your mind has stayed clear as a whistle. Now, to make up for this little regret, I shall spin you another sweet dream. We shall happen face to face this time, so you can tell me. Following dreams and the pain of the past is a sign of weakness. Ha, stubborn, aren't ya? Well, if you're to be believed, then those who cannot face the truth are cowards, and there's certainly a lot of There certainly are a lot of cowards around, aren't there? Ah, the whole band. The curtains are pulled open, the chairs slowly rise to the stage. In those chairs are the most familiar faces Sakiko could know. Mutsumi, Tenji-san, Yahara-san, why are they all sleeping? The surroundings have become a stage. The sleeping girls like dolls set in a peaceful slumber. Not a whisper, not a sound. Sakiko tries to wake each one, but to no avail. Save it, it's useless. I'm more than confident in my abilities. They're deep in their sweet dreams, and you won't be able to rouse them. Say, is there anything wrong with the dreams I've spun for you? Your Rhodes Island friends trust you. Isn't that nice? No unwanted farewells, and no need to hide from behind a mask. Look at these girls. Are you calling them cowards too? Since I can wake up from your dream, they can too. Suddenly, she feels a powerful force pulling at her, finding her limbs caught in threads. She fights the panic of not having control over her own body, trying to stay calm. But the tightly wound threads magnify her every tremble. You are so stubborn. Can't you just admit when a dream's beautiful? Sakiko struggles to rein in her breathing. You do seem quite confident in your powers, don't you? Perhaps no one before me has escaped your dreams. Of course, I'm the top dream spinner of the castle fairies. Your awakening was an accident. Give it another shot. I'm sure it won't happen again. She can clearly see Morpheus clenching her teeth with those last few words, but expression of brought innocence replaces it in a blink of an eye. Yes, Sakiko, was it? You're so confident, let's make a bet. A bet? Yes, an absolutely fair and even one. The more childlike the smile on her conversant's face, the more dangerous she seems. Ah, it's very simple. Even as the girl rounds the stage, Sakiko can feel Morpheus's glare fixed upon her. Not just hers, those countless eyes on Sakiko peering from the darkness. I'll invite you to each of their dreamland, give you an opportunity to wake them each up. You can meet them, get to know them, see the kind of lives they're leading there. I'll let you leave if you can make them wake up like you did. And if you fail, they'll stay dreaming forever. I'll wake them up. I won't let a single member of Ave Mujica behind. I selected each of them because they are the best. I will not allow you to manipulate any of them. We'll see about that, but if you fail, I have a nice tailor-spun dreamland for you to get back into too. This time you won't wake up again. I'll make you forget all your old hurt and make you willingly live within it. Well, get cold feet? You want to take back all that bluster? I could decline on the spot, but you would hardly let me go, now would you? Ha ha ha, you're smart. I look forward to seeing the look of despair and helplessness when you find yourself in their dreams, Sakiko. I'll prove it to you. You won't get away. Morpheus waves a finger and Sakiko's vision blurs. We're seeing a glimpse of each one's dream. Colorful, twisted lights and shadows rush into her mind. Overwhelmed by a torrent of ads. Oh no, even in the dream world, they've found a way to put ads in there. Oh, worst part is I could see if companies finding a way to do that too. But they've already... Wait, no, that was a Futurama plot. They're going to eventually. Damn it! A cheering crowd in front of a stage, a shadow and rainy night, a lone girl sitting in a chair, countless indistinct silhouettes. Enjoy sweet dreams. An unending stream of cars towering towards buildings reaching the clouds and inescapable neon signs. Am I out of the dreamland now? No. Fresh fin balls, here, have a bowl. Hurry, the whole line's waiting. We'll be waiting for the event. Hey, package, nobody home? I'll leave at the door then. Buildings, animal ears. What is this place? The world's traditional Lungman handmade is on the packaging, fin balls. Pedestrians hitch a ride on the vehicle's Lungman transport signs. Deliveryman's shirt reels the same word too, Lungman. And is that where this world could be, dreamland could be? Here's a familiar voice. Good evening, Nyamu. Hello to all my fans. Fresh new talent, Nyamu here. My newest role as the lead in The Drummer Girl is in theaters right now. Support your local Nyamu today. Or she'd be a cat, why wouldn't she? It's 3 in the morning, sleepless nights. Where do you go hungry then? Nyamu X fin balls are here for you. The favorite fin balls of Nyamu and Cloud Beasts alike. Order yours now. Oh man, and she's advertising. She'd have a great career on YouTube. Get your makeup done in just 10 minutes. The Dream Painter Express Kit lets you get the perfect makeup in just a few simple steps. Come with Nyamu. Let the me's we want to be. And we're being bombarded with ads. Nyamu loves you too. Her ads are everywhere in the stream. I'm going crazy, huh? Nyamu's so cute. Every expression, every move, word, she teases my heartstrings. Can I really become as pretty as Nyamu? I want to buy the same thing. This place is packed. Is everyone here just to see her? Of course, Nyamu, she's like a daughter to me. Oh, so lovely. Haha. Cough, cough. Are you alright? Nyamu, Nyamu, I see her. Where? Let me through. Excuse me, please don't push. Denji. Ha ha ha, look at the state of her, and it's only just begun. How very, very fun. Joyful chirping. Well, why? There's no need. She can't win. And there's no need for you to chime in when you can't even talk properly. I can't figure this out. While she's in that, I can figure this out. While she's in the dream, I can figure out what went wrong. I am the most talented dream spinner in the castle. Morpheus' gaze is upon the slumbering girl and says no more.
How long do we...
Okay, so I guess that... okay, so that actually... That doll represents Morpheus. Representation of advertisements. But wait, it said appears in the hall? The hall. Rhodes Island message. Oblivion is Sakiko has appeared. Message from Closure. I heard the stage set up for the masquerades begun. I, as a fan, have definitely been helping out. Quote, don't be shy. These are old tables from Rhodes Island that were just sitting around. I've refurbished them to suit the band's style. They'll definitely come in handy, so make sure to invite me to the masquerade. I see. We need to get the band back together. Let me grab a sip of my drink. Open a fresh one. I do like the background music, but I guess you might have to look it up on YouTube because it is not showing up at all in the audio mixer for OBS. Sorry. Yeah, as you can see, I did get some of the modules like Sakiko and Wakaba's. I will be getting everyone else's, but yeah, the materials for them are very expensive. And also they have a trust requirement. For the gaze of thousands upon thousands, I am still as a doll. I go where they want me to go, and make the sounds they wish for me to make. I do not fear love. 2 days and 2 nights, I haven't seen a single soul. Well, which way is Lungman? Which way is home? Dad, I'm thirsty, I'm tired. Are those buildings afar? I'm almost there, don't fall asleep. Lost girl. Wonderful, Nyamu. That's exactly the feeling I was going for. Ordinary village girl leaves everything on a journey to pursue her musical dreams. At the scene is her darkest moment. At this serendipitous encounter sets her on the path to become Lungman's favorite musician. I appreciate the compliment, Dee. Don't know why, but when I read the script, I found myself really identifying with the heroine. Of course, it was tailor written for you, Miss Nyamu. I'm Shangshu dialect. Yeah, right. Like we didn't rewrite in a rush to make the New Year screening, huh? Investors saw the success of Drummer Girl and demanded we cast you for the lead role. Then your agency wanted a movie out into the New Year screenings. The director here made me rewrite the script in a week. In the original ending, she was meant to have a phantasmagoric dream in her dying moments. Under a daze of brilliant lights, an unremarkable girl staggered away into the awards podium. There in her dream, she finally won everyone's recognition, made peace with everything. That's what the ending was supposed to be, a savage, ironic satire. Do you think that trash you wrote would have gotten funding like this without Nyamu's name value? Who gives a shake about your funny? You've been kissing sponsors' asses for so long you've forgotten how to make art. Stories like this don't come true. Ordinary people never get a chance to step in the spotlight. I don't know. You don't know that just because you're not. You don't know that because you're not from the countryside. Well, I am, and I know. I'll show you, third-rate hack writer. They close the distance, and the war of words turns physical. Guys, you can talk this out. I always wanted to strangle you for those garbage shops of yours. I used to just say you're the first one I kick out the door when I get rich. Hello, can you guys not? Yeah, it was slightly spoiled by the costume shop, but yeah, the shop lets you buy the terraforms for every single form of the Ava Musica girls. So you can have them in their regular human forms or their Terra species forms, which is also why I especially needed Wakaba. If you count her as a rabbit, then she's the first rabbit added to Rabbit Knights since Ray and Warmy. There's not been a single new one since, not even as a throwaway 5-star. That's how frustrating it's been. Why did I choose the most frustrating one? Hospital called. Whoops. Hospital called. Doctor and scriptwriter got put in the same ward and facing beds. Both of them are in neck braces, so all they can do is stare at each other. Still, this means we can't shoot for a while. Well, I haven't had a proper break in a hot minute. I'd say this is silver lining for me. We'll contact you once we nail down an upcoming shoot schedule. Just be on standby until then. Man, I don't know why, but that's a weight off my shoulders. No, I can't relax just yet. Oh, Mom? The girl picks up her phone, slides to the balcony door, and steps aside. Eat dinner yet, Namu? Y'all busy? Sure I ate. Us folks at the home been having a great. Oh wow, I chose the right accent for this apparently. For we out in the fields for sunup, harvesting away till sundown. What, y'all listen when I tell you? Take it easy, slow down, enjoy your country living. Just don't want you wearing yourself too thin, sweetie. You're getting to get weary out there. Come home and take a break. Sweetie, what do you want to eat for the holidays? Me and Dad'll whip you up something. I ain't making it back for the holidays. Come on. I'm always busiest when everyone else ain't. That's so. Is this on the phone? Sounds of running. Sis, we saw the trailer for your new movie on TV. Too bad there aren't any theaters. We want to buy your tickets. No sweat, I'll send you all a copy when they print the discs. Yay, you look so cool in the movie playing on the drums. I'm starting learning drums too, using your old set to practice. Bet you've been getting real mad about crazy about the drums, right? I want to perform on stage one day, just like you. Been a little busy lately and had the time practice. But I'm no slacker. You and me, let's knock 'em dead. You bet. Okay, Mom still has to go to bed. You sleep soon, Swiss. Y'all take care of yourselves. Night. So she's suppressing her accent is what I'm getting. Miss Nyamu, the agency just received an offer for you on a major variety show. Recording statements starts tomorrow at 8 p.m. and it's slated to run early morning. Are you available? That's sudden, wouldn't you say? Well, the other guests say they're inviting. The other guest they're inviting is Miss Sora, the idol girl. She's about even with you in terms of fan base. She's well regarded inside and outside the industry. It's a great opportunity for exposure. I know the schedule's a little tight, but the agency would love for you to be on the show. Okay, tell them Miyamu's looking forward to work with them all. Great, that's a wrap up for today then. Good night, Miss Miyamu. Sweet dreams. Well, at least I'm getting sleep tonight. She looks up at the digital clock on the coffee table, 0:23. She flops hard on the sofa, letting it envelop her as she snugly sleeps in. How many months since I practiced last? She dragged herself out and over the electronic drum set. A thin layer of dust already formed on the cymbals. Where'd my sticks go? She almost forgotten the last time she held a drumstick. Was at home? On the set of Drummer Girl even longer ago? Screw it. Let's see what's on TV and call it a day. Hello to all my fans. Fresh new talent Nyamu here. I've just started on the Drummer Girl, airing in theaters now. It's a super intriguing movie. I hope you all see it on the big screen. My dreams to be the best drummer in Lungman. No, I'll have Terra. Come with Nyamu. Let's the me's wanna be. We wanna be. I gotta leave some things behind sometimes. I'm a pro. That's what it means. I know that. The quiet hallways end.
Why must someone? We're enjoying our.
My sword is.
So deep seas.
Clockwork Servant. Attacks inflict nervous impalement, starts in a dormant state, and takes less damage. Okay, this is definitely one I should probably have had the Doll Keeper taken care of. Oops.
Here, seconds.
Oh my, there's somewhat.
Drop your weapon.
Oh, I can only use that once a map. Oh well.
I.
Alright, once her skill activates, she'll have quite a range.
Gets done.
Oh right, Sakiko can absorb the range of other people, which is quite nice.
Yes, I must.
So that.
Yeah, look how big that range is when she steals it. That's actually very thematic tower defense-wise, I'd say.
Your private room.
Spider bunnies are not something I was expecting, I'm gonna be honest with you. Excellent. Now, I mean, I just needed to hold the line there. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now introduce our celebrity guest tonight, Sora. Hi there on the left, hi there on the right, hi there down the middle. I'm everyone's idol, Sora from Monster Siren Records. Cheer. Just look how excited the crowd is. I'm really glad y'all love me so much. I'm sure you're expecting the other guest who's joining us last minute tonight, because I know I am. I'm a huge fan of hers. Ooh, you can't wait either, can you? Alright, let's give a warm welcome to Miss Niamu. Good evening, Niamu Niamu. Hello to all my fans. Niamu here. I'm so happy to see y'all. Show me your pass. No entry without one. If you're not staff or registered, please stand outside and stop squeezing through. There's just too many people here. Sora, Niamu, I love you. Hey, stop that guy. Don't let him get inside. This place is an utter mess. Why are there so many people? I don't see any chance of infiltrating inside. Hey, little lady, want to get inside and see the stars? Whose fan are you, Sora's or Niamu's? Whichever it is, I got methods. I can get you in to see her. Why are you assisting me? Hey, no need to be nervous now. It won't cost you that much. Yeah, here's the price. I don't have the money. Hey, this is a bargain price. No haggling. That doesn't change the fact I don't... Dubious doesn't begin to describe this man, but I don't see any alternative. If I don't see this chance, I'll have to trust him for now. Here, this is all the money I have. What do you make of that? Deal. Follow me. He's obviously lying, and we're gonna get into a fight, but oh well. Staff-only access? Yeah, we're heading through here. And what about the visitor's pass? Don't have any. So you're a staff? Nope. How do we get in? What do you intend to do if someone catches us? I said I got methods. You want to see the stars up close? Ah, he heard us. He's coming this way. We have to hurry. Hey, what the hell are we doing here? Huh? Supposed to be on standby as the backup equipment. Oh, stagehands don't matter. Huh? What's your opinion? What's the plan when the prop crew back waiting to need them, huh? Little punks drive off like... Hey, no need to be so harsh. Look at her. She's so scared she can't even talk. Don't stand there, then get back to the set. Understood. Young lady that sets that way. Don't tell her that... Let's hear her come back and beg when she can't find. I'll dock her pay for any losses holding us up. You gotta do your best. Gotta do your best. We'll go. Move it. Oof, hard to make a living these days, isn't it? Hey, how's the sitch over there? All good here? Can't have to give it to that guy. It actually worked. All good here. Good. Keep on trucking. Ah, job's got me so damn busy, my head's exploding. Niamu's just too damn popular. Got a Niamu fan every corner. Niamu must be having a tough time too. You know, Miss Sora gets up before the sunrise to practice. Now she's running around place to place to repay her fans' love. She always looks beat when I see her after dark. Miss Niamu rose to stardom so quickly. Got her own channel, her acting commitments, her show bookings. She used to post videos of the drum practice, but she hasn't been uploading them at all lately. You're a Niamu fan's Chan, huh? Yeah. I got into drums in the first place because of her videos. Sometimes I watch the old uploads when I feel like giving up. Wonder if she can still make music these days like she did in Drummer Girl. Sorry, I got carried away talking. The most important thing is to keep Sora safe. Let's get back to work and keep her eyes sharp. Easy there. Ain't all that much stress. I got some new toys here. These babies can automatically identify unauthorized visitors. Oh, you're kidding me. 2 suspicious figures. Drones out. I guess we're gonna have to have some anti-air. Two figures run through the narrow corridor, their frantic sprint enforced by the dozens of armed drones chasing. I should never have trusted you. I'm just as lost as you. This has never happened to anyone I stuck in before. Then where'd they get all the surveillance and drone power? Shoot, the drones are catching up. Run! Strange sounds. Suddenly, the man who was accompanying Sakiko is nowhere to be seen. In his place, she finds a familiar face. This is so much fun. Joyful cry. What, are you enjoying this girl's sweet dream? She seems smitten with the love being showered upon her. I don't think she ever wants to leave. You're responsible for this. I thought I made it clear when you challenged me. This was never going to be easy. I demand you let me see her. Well, that's not hard. Go straight the corridor, all the way down, you find her. If I were you, though, I'd want to see about losing those things behind you first. Chirping in agreement. Interesting. Interesting a crossover is the first time we actually get to see Morpheus in person. She was mentioned before, but we never saw her. She's running towards the set. Sora's in danger. Stop her. Damn it. She feels the floor grow soft beneath her feet. The door of the head falls away each step she makes. There seems to be no end to this nightmarish one. Yutenji, I want you to wake up. Voice of the communicator. Track her emotions. Zoom in. Good. A little closer. Focus face. And over the... Is the meaning of the doll's existence. To stand in a shop window, imitating the motions of those outside. Bring laughter to people with clumsy imitation. When the doll's happy, everyone smiles. Even when the doll's sad, everyone smiles. Now we bid you enjoy this doll's show. Perfect. Wait, I thought she wasn't the doll. Oh, keeper. Amazing! I can't believe it, you were born to act. I only really got the hang of this one recently. I practiced in front of a mirror night after night, trying to understand the thoughts of a doll. Understanding a doll, that sounds pretty out there. Must have taken so much work to nail that performance, Miss Niamu. Well, I always think I've still got a long way to go. Everyone around me is blessed with such incredible abilities. She's remembering her bandmates. Even though she's not supposed to. This is her dream after all, which doesn't necessarily require the others be involved. This is what he wants in her goals. There's a famous child actress born with a silver spoon in their mouth. There's people who fall in the deepest pits and still carry on shining bright. I run till I can't run anymore, just to barely catch up to them. I have a trick or two up my sleeve, but in the front of their talent, really, I've got nothing. So when so many people love me, love someone so mediocre and ordinary like me, I have to work 10 times as hard in order to answer their appreciation. Miss Niamu, you're incredible as is. I'm sure everyone here will agree with me. We love you. Yeah, thank you, everybody. What an emotional scene, folks. It's been wonderful having our two incredible guests this evening. Say, while we're in the mood, I had a little idea. How about the two of you have the honor of reenacting the classic scene of the drummer girl? Oh, sure. They take positions, following the instructions of their earpieces. The skies are blue, the summer breeze carries the scent of a far, the cry of foul beasts, the sound of breathing. Come down from the roof. No, these are my dreams. I'll shout them at the top of my voice from the highest point around. It's the job of an idol to be the picture of perfection, even if it takes a little lying at times. But you only just decided to buy a drum set. What if you end up giving up the drums? People will laugh at you. I've made up my mind. I'll play drums the rest of my life. I'll play until my hands won't move anymore. But I gave up on the drums. My dreams to be the best drummer in Lungmen. I did it. I became who everyone loves me for being. No one all of Terra. This is fine. This is recognition I wanted. The status I wanted. I'm still pretty early in the story, actually. I'm only on SS2. Don't worry, I'll be there shortly. This is really what I wanted? The cry of foul beast, the sound of breathing. The sound of glass breaking, a sound that shouldn't have been heard during filming. Oh, dang, some dynamic artwork. Thanks. Thanks, Arctic. We'll find out how well my team works here. I did, in fact, manage to get Sakiko, so we'll see how well she can work. The night's breeze cold and different, yet the mind is still murky as to all that is happening. What happened? Miss Niamu? Y'all guard Sora. Someone kidnapped Niamu. I'm after him. The sounds of chaos grew more distant by the second. When Niamu snaps out of it, she finds herself in Sakiko in freefall. What kind of sweet dream is this? You lost your drums? You lost our friends, you lost yourself, even if it's countless people adore you now. Can you just call this your dream? Where's my sharp-witted, silver-tongued Yutenji? Oh, but, Namu, it's time to wake up. Yeah, even she knew that this was straying from what her actual dream was. Matsukiri is so wonderful. Especially since I do actually use a lot of defenders and supporters, so... Especially defenders. Oh my god, tab. Alright, so 4 and 5 are when I get the welfares. That's the usual, but I figure it's worth checking. Alright, let's see who's appeared in the hall. Timoris. Oh, I don't think I'll be... I can show the rest of the messages later, come the EX stages, I guess. For now, we need to continue on to the next stage. A rainy area. Let's see here. Oh my, this is okay, so this is basically ranged units only. That is mildly annoying. Let's see here. Who's got range here? I guess, Insider actually might be a bit good idea. Alrighty, here we go then. This looks like it'll be a fairly easy stage for once. Now watches its turn to be a nightmare. The rain falls like tears. I am but a single drop in the endless sea. In this lonely night, I am no longer lost. I do not fear being afraid. Interesting. This is about fearing. It is easier than it looks. Huh. Prisoner, step forward. Sir, your orders? Did you forget anything when you going over your personal effects? No, sir. I made sure to check everything. Head straight down the corridor, the little window at the end, and sign your name. You're free to go after that. Yes, thank you, sir. Sound of heavy jogging echoes down the corridor. The heavy footsteps of boots gradually draw nearer, echoing down the hallway. Umiri. Yeah. Get lost. I don't want to see you again this year. She was in prison? Why would that be a dream? She picks up her guitar and case in one deft motion and strolls leisurely out of the prison. Syracuse is the same as ever, welcoming her return with an interminable drizzle. Is she a former mafia member or something? I recall her base ability was also listed as specifically requiring Syracusan operators rather than her uh, band members, which means she favors the Italians. But our boys and girls every street, the next one over. Everyone keeps an eye out. We're not letting her get away. Got it. I just got news they're not. Man, I'm completely screwing up my accents here. Just got news from North Street, boss. She's heading this way. Keep your eyes on her. Don't let her run off. I don't think she's trying to hide, boss. Get everyone here, pronto. In the narrow alleyway, the gang of ghoulish thugs surrounds the girl with a bass guitar case. Meet again, Umiri. And here's one why here. It is a wondering why a pro like you never got taken in by any family. See, I was feeling hard times, asked around, and that's how I learned you made your career out of being a traitor. You've gone through a dozen names, bouncing around every family out there. Our contracts never said we couldn't do work for others, and like I said long ago, I only take my reward and fulfill the duties that match it. Is that why you sold our secrets to our enemies? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't play dumb, you traitor. Ever since you showed up, our people have been getting screwed left and right. And all thanks to me and the Don being stupid enough to trust you. We've invited you to join us. Francis, I don't remember what I've done to offend you all. But you owe so many people you can't even remember? The Don's dead, everyone's dead. We had hundreds of people, now it's just a dozen. We got busted our asses moving Columbia to the stupid place, but now we had to get everyone killed. No more talk, there's enough of us here to teach you a very painful lesson today. Fight with you. She tries to stay out of the impending clash through words, but the gang shows no signs of relenting as they approach. She's forced to put her case down. Alright, let's go get her. Raindrops. I wouldn't go any further now, Bambina. Something started up over there. You're not safe alone. Go the long way around, quick. Thank you for the warning. The girl pays the passerby's advice no heed. She continues on the exact direction she was warned against. The rain patters against the ground, washing Syracuse's every stain away. The girl steps in the alley. It's clean and tidy, so spotless as it seems newly built. Syracuse's cleaners are consummate professionals. Not the slightest stench of blood hangs in the humid air. Where are you? You looking for a Miri? The billiards room of a casino. Nobody would expect someone to live here. A few cardboard boxes assembled to a makeshift bed. The most basic of toiletries that fill a bag nabbed for free from a fast food joint. Billiards table is covered in envelopes. Envelopes containing Umiri's payment. She opens them up one after another, tossing the golden coins on the table. Soon the pile of coins stamped with the family in Ordine has become a miniature fountain. As the coins are left out in the open without the slice protection, she wouldn't care the slice if they went missing. She checks over the envelope in her hand. There's nothing in it. She flips it over. On the front is the insignia of the family, along with the sender's address. She's our boss. The guys in the prison didn't give you any trouble, did they? They're all old friends. Besides, they know who my employer is. They wouldn't want to stick their hands in the fire. But I imagine you didn't summon me just to ask me that, did you, sir? Just concerned for a business partner, that's all. Sir, when did we become partners? When you signed our contract, you wouldn't even use your family's name. Well, if you want to become partners, and I know you do, let me lay me the cards out. I'd like for you to have a long-term job. And what kind of job requires us to meet face to face? I'm thinking of inviting you to the family. What did you say? Inside? I bet your sister coming along. You're obviously afraid of her. Not a mafioso. You wouldn't get it. I gotta get revenge for everyone's sake. What happened between you two? You find so unforgivable. If you ever got betrayed the way we did, you wouldn't forgive her either. Our family was most ordinary folk running away from the Colombian frontier. We didn't have much of a network or resources, so we had to look. We were always looked down upon by local mafia. Fast forward a couple of years. One day, the boss decided to spend a fortune hiring someone. That was Umiri. Yep, once we hired her, it was peace and quiet for a long time. Those were the good days. Don't Didn't have to worry about anyone raiding our place or looking out for trouble at the door, but when we invited her to actually join, she declined. The next moment, she vanished, just gone. Right as we started getting suspicious, a bunch of goons stormed in and stabbed us in the gut. No idea who sent them. I can't bear to look at what happened that day. It was too much. Too much. And you're under the impression that Umiri sold you out. But who else could it be? You're crazy if you think it's a coincidence. I'm not willing to believe Umiri would betray someone like that. Umiri, I know, is much like you described, strong and capable, a reassuring presence, always eager to uphold her duty as part of a group. I mean, but facts are facts. Did you see any trace of her among the people in that raid? I did not. Then do you remember what the raiders themselves look like? Can't forget them the rest of their life. For the rest of my life. Sakiko takes a deep breath, moving her hand, the self-defense weapon in her pocket. What if someone's deliberately trying to break you apart? What if someone was keeping a close eye on Emiri this whole time? Okay, so she must be a mafioso or former mafioso in the actual story. Yeah, because it sounds like Sakiko has a rough idea of what's going on here. What are you trying to say? Before Francis can react, the cabinet doors around them thrown wide open. Within each is a burly mobster, all together, raise their weapons at the pair in the center of the room. No funny moves. Oh, don't worry, I'm just going to destroy you all with the power of music. Music rooms, radiance.
Cross any if you insist. Be fast.
Let's make it all that.
Actually, with Sakiko, I might want to point this upward, because she could get a huge range if I do that. Yeah, in fact, I think I'm going to do precisely that. Can Rose Salt reach that? Yes, she can. We are. Hmm. I noticed that most Lord Guards, whenever The way Arknights characters actually attack is that when they select a target, they already are selected as hitting the enemy, so even if the enemy leaves their attack range, if they've already been performed the attack, it will land. But with Sakiko, her projectiles seem to be actual projectiles, meaning that, and since they're actual projectiles, that means that, oh, let's recharge his skill. Since they're actual projectiles, they actually have travel time, and actually the enemy has to actually be within her range to hit. If they move too quickly or they move out of it, that's going to be significantly harder to deal with. Alright.
I'll give you some time.
Here's the doll keeper power. Unfortunately, it seems like, the impression I'm getting is Wakaba has a very powerful normal form, but her doll is one of the weakest of all the doll keepers. So a very extreme difference. Still, like, she's still inherently good like doll keepers typically often are, at least in terms of, what their versatility and flexibility, so. Even if they're not top tier, they're still nice to have. At first, I treated as no more than an ordinary job. A small, unremarkable family needed my strength to find their footing in the turbulent Syracuse, but every day that passed, they came to trust me more, even letting me in on important family meetings. I knew it was never part of the contract, but I enjoyed the feeling of belonging with these people. Who made it, my girl? It's been a few days since I saw you. How are you doing? Here, some tangerine ice cream pudding. If I remember right, that's your flavor of choice, yeah? No need, I have my own. Hey, screw you, be a little grateful. I dared to chase off the goons harassing us by yourself. I want to show appreciation. Please keep your distance from me. I'm a hired thug doing what I'm paid to. I'll be leaving once I'm done. If your boss sees the two of us getting friendly, it probably won't end well for you. The Dawn's daughter, except with son. It'll be fun. He was telling me earlier, for a while now, he's been thinking of inviting you with us. I recommend you ask around Syracuse about my reputation. He needs to ask. You're the strongest person we've ever met. If you ask me, you better say yes now. We get together for tonight's family dinner. You say that's a family dinner, but it's more of a band concert. Hey, we might not be the strongest, but you can't beat our sense of camaraderie. Besides, you joined the jam session plenty of times. Everyone gets along with you really well, you know? We can talk about this when I'm free. That's what you said last time. I'm going now. I turned down his kind invitation, but as I walked home, my heart was filled with nameless emotion, one I've never felt before. That night, I lay on my bed, tossing and turning. I got no sleep. Before the sun rose, I packed my things. Who would come looking here? Umiri, there's been a situation with the boss. He wants to take some of the heat. I already decided to. We've made arrangements with the prison. They're waiting for you downstairs. Here's your payment. If you don't think it's enough, we can always add more. Umiri, what's gotten into you? Say something. This is how it's always been, yeah? We'll find a way to get your sentence down 6 months. That's no time at all. You'll be out before you know it. As a hired hand, it's not uncommon at all to have to be the fall guy. I know my way around life in prison. But just this one time, I suffered like nothing else. For 6 months, there wasn't a single moment I wasn't thinking of getting out, returning to the family, of their band's parties. I found myself where I belonged. I never thought it would end like this. Don's dead, everyone's dead. We had hundreds of people, now it's a dozen. And we busted our asses, but now I had to get everyone killed. What happened these 6 months? I don't know. The only thing I do know is, once again, I've lost my home. Man, how is this supposed to be a dream that's want to keep her in there? Umiri, you've done a lot. Umiri, you've done a lot for me. At great personal risk to yourself, you've earned a position for me. I permit you to join the family. You know I've always been a lone agent. I won't be joining any family. Because you don't want to, or because you can't. I'm not like those ruffians who go about calling themselves Don Umiri. Over half my life I've been here, wrangling one big family. They're tricky, they're sly, never once left this poker table. You want me to get you a table with bigger stakes? Clever girl. This is separate from making a deal. I need to do a lot more thinking when it comes to joining a family. The only thing I need to consider is the money on offer. If I'm going to be part of a family, I need to consider the character of the leader. I know I don't have the best reputation, but that's precisely what we have in common, isn't it? Is anyone willing to take you in, aside from me? Syracuse is a dangerous place. I'm sure you'll find, under the banner of Familia de Orden, our conspiracies are all you'll find are conspiracies and schemes. How long has it been since you've had a peaceful night's sleep? Lying on your cardboard box, dagger in hand, in case anyone's comes to stab you. The lone wolf finally finds a home. A return to the pack, a restoration of knight's rank and reputation, or a mutt's death in the wilds, your corpse courted by the hungry beasts. It's your choice. Oh, she's let some suspect folks here. Sakiko's hands are shackled. She can't move. There was another. He managed to run. We're sending the boys after him. You know this, Signorita Omidi? I don't. Don't you recall that we have old debts to settle? Seems she's hold something against you. I'll give you time. I'll give you space. You handle this yourself. I already said I don't know her. This will be your final test before you join my family. This time, better not try to fake the scene with blood bags. Sakiko and Umiri are left alone in the alleyway. Both know there are people invested in how their duel ends. Umiri knows the boss is watching. Sakiko knows Morpheus is watching. I don't have anything against you. Why are you trying to get killed? I'm here to bring you back. Bringing me back? The billiards room, but back to the place you're meant to be. I don't understand what you're talking about. Even so, I have to pull you out of this. I cannot allow you to throw your life away in this manner. Your boss sent his underlings to stab Francis's people in the back. I hardly believe the man who stabbed you in the back will grant you the home you wish for. Oh, but exploited like a piece, sacrificed like a pawn again and again. Is this really the life you want? Is this the trust you desire? In all the time we've spent here, not once have you wanted to hurt a single soul. Just a moment ago, I saw your case inside. Your base is in there, is it not? You've never needed to suffer like this, Umiri. Umiri, let's get out of here together. Excellent. A tropical plant and lighthouse. Swords. I missed the swords before. SS4. Supposedly this is the tough one. Yeah, I can see already that having to control 2 locations might be a little tricky. Let me grab a sip of my drink before I go in then. Alrighty, the way things are going now, I speculate that we're going to have a chapter for each girl as we get them out of their dreams, and then a combined one where we finally fight Morpheus. And I highly doubt we're going to get out of here without having to fight Morpheus, so... Yeah, the only thing difficult about this one is that it's basically all flying enemies, so if you love ground ops, it might be a bit more tricky. This one I'll have to see how I do, but this is the first one where I get one of the welfares, so I absolutely have to get it done immediately. I take my most fragile memories and wrap them up tight until not a soul's left who knows. But even as I shout until my voice is raw, is there any hope of making her hear me? I do not fear sorrow. Alright, now these are the ones I actually pulled for. After enduring the rocking of the boat, stepping in the solid ground finally brings Sakiko a sense of reassurance. Appreciate you chatting with me, young miss. The island's one hell of a trip from the mainland. Why, if only I had the surface of the water for company, I'd go mad from boredom. This will be fun. Oh, don't worry, I'll be finding out the hard way. Let's see. It's a pleasure to talk with you. I rather enjoyed my hearing your tales of the sea. Reminds me, you don't dress like a local. What brings you to this podunk little island? I'm looking for someone. I mean, if you wanted to laugh, you could have laughed at me at how I failed the first mission twice because I didn't realize, the clowns actually start flying very, very quickly. You local? I don't imagine so. That's mighty strange, and this island's all people who want to get off it. Never heard of anyone wanting to come over. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if she's here or not. All she had in her hand was a ticket to the island. Even if it does turn out to be a prank on Morpheus' part, she doesn't have a choice. Pats her shoulder. Oh, I'll be fine. There's so few people on the island, you'll be done asking if anyone's seen her in no time. Yes. Oh, but one thing. Don't matter if you find her or not, you have to be back here by noon. Not many boats come this way, so if you miss this one when it leaves, you'll be stuck until next month. Oh, but it's nearly... Not much I can do. Sorry, not much I can do. I can wait for you some, but it's not safe on the seas at night. We have to be back in the mainland before sundown. Alright, I'll be going now then. Since this is a dream world, we don't have to worry too much, but... Do, re, mi. Yes, I can hear you. Do, re, mi. I just went through again further away. Were you unable to hear it? Yeah, I didn't hear anything right now. Let's get the blindfold off you first. Wait, it's Aya. Although it looks like she's in her, medic form. How are my results? I hate to say this, but compared to last time, it seems the range I can hear has gotten even smaller. I see, I understand. I'll be more aware of environmental conditions in future surveys. Aya, you should cherish your personal safety more. How long have you been on the island? I arrived 2 months ago. Your hearing is getting worse. We don't have a formal doctor here who can help you. There should be a boat at the dock today. I'll pack your luggage for you and you can set off for home. Can't. I still have one last round of data to collect from the volcano here. Oh, but your health. Before I came here, I had the doctor of Rhodes Island give me a health assessment. We shall ignore that he is a PhD doctor and not a medical doctor. While my situation isn't very optimistic, I did promise her I'd be back for 3 months. Oh, she means Calcit. She knows how important my volcano research is to me, so she agreed to let me come here in the end. I love volcanoes, Miss Uika, just as much as you love the stars. Wasn't that the very first time we met on the mountain, the night before when I got lost, that stumbled upon you watching the stars? Next you head up there to survey. You remember to call me along? Yes, of course. Weather's so fine this morning. Miss Uika, could you sing me a song to me? Some music would go a long way with the weather like this, while we gaze on the volcano and sea far away. Alright, I'll come a little closer. Rico narrows the gap between the two of them, sees if Aya's little ears perk up and the hearing aids the visible inside. Ooh. As I paint the twisted sky, I think I wish you'd without wings just fall. I touch something sacred. Nights become my myth. That was beautiful. Oh, thank you. You wrote the song. Don't think I've heard it before. Is it a local one? I don't know either. It's just something I heard before, probably. It just stuck in my memory. Oh, but Miss Suika, you look sad right now. Huh? She's remembering something. Yeah, pharmaceutical doctor is not a primary care doctor. Suika? John, you ever hear that name? Don't recall. Sounds like someone not from the island. Can I trouble you to think it over a bit? I heard from an old woman nearby you're the most social person in the island, and you know more people than anyone else. I'm sure you could know something as a lead. Not many people on this island, though. If none of us have heard of him, it must be a newcomer, right? Hey, wait, wasn't there talk of some weirdo living in the villa of the volcano's backside? I think there was someone there, yeah. Can't remember her name, but she said she's the only one you could be looking for. Well, I want to say she's the only one you could be looking for. Where is she right now? Well, follow the road circling the island north 20 kilometers. Once you reach the back of the mountain, you see the villa. Alright, 20. Should be about half an hour by car. Oh, we don't have cars here. We don't have cars. Did you realize? We don't have cars. But the roads are well maintained. We wanted to attract tourists, so we fixed everything up, and nobody came, so we ended up just even more broke from it. If you're in a hurry, borrow this bike. It's not the prettiest shape, but there's still use in it. If you pedal hard, you should make it in 2 hours. He looks at the old bicycle behind the old man. The frame is shabby and worn out, nearly denuded of paint. Everything says scrap heap. Good luck. Been a long time since we saw any new faces. Hope you find what you're looking for. Enjoy the time. Thank you. If you'll excuse me. Then. Sakio placed a foot on there. As long as this bike can move. No problem. Careful there, you're heading straight downhill. The warning came a little too late as she and the dilapidated bike are already careening out of control as they shoot down the slope. Well, Well, at least that'll expedite. Now, wasn't that funny? She really is far too funny. Morpheus, I think that was a bit overboard. Shut it. She's the one who agreed to this bad. I'm only abiding by her terms. I'll find her weak spot, I'm telling you. Once I do, I'll spin her a dream from which she'll never wake. She'll learn that I'm the Castle of the Dreams, most talented dream spinner. There's no way that Iris could be better than me. Oh yeah, I do kind of like how Fever Mode even changes the background music. I'm assuming it's to an Ave Musica song. Oh, that weird wolf guy's playable 4-star. Yeah, they've got a lot of fun characters stuck in NPC hell. Getting rather hot now. My residence is close by. Why don't we go there for a sit down? Oh wow, it really is cooler the moment you step inside. This living room is so big, it must get cold in the winter, right? The house warms up very quickly if I light the fireplace. The one over here, see? When I'm by myself, the little heater by the sofa is enough. Wow, I had no idea you were so well off. I think you're misunderstanding something. I'm not an heiress or something. I'm just the housekeeper here. Oh, am I gonna disturb the owner? No, don't worry. I'm the only one here right now. She, the owner of this place, hasn't been back for a very long time. Sounds like you really miss her. Yes, our relationship might be a bit more special than master and servant. She was the first one to see me as I am. She was the first one to ever make friends with me. She loved playing the piano. I would sit next to her and sing along. At first we were happy. So very happy. Oh, but then why did she leave? Why would she leave this island her home? Why indeed, maybe it was only me who wanted to stay here? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. Morpheus is doing a kind of a shit job of making dreams that nobody wants to leave from. I mean, the most successful one was Niami's there, and even she admitted to herself that despite how rich and successful she's become, she feels like because she's lost what she actually cared about, and she just had to hype herself up to tell herself that it mattered. Sakiko's balance is precarious. Matters aren't helped by her waning stamina. Ah! At a sharp turn, the bicycle fires completely out of control, and her inertia sees her tumble away. Ugh. She pulls her body up, gritting her teeth through the pain. With great effort, she lifts her head to look at her destination. At the foot of the mountain, she sees a vague outline of the house. Oh, that's... She stares at it, countless unfamiliar memories flood into her mind. That's in Uika's dreams. Sakiko and her played there as children. When they grew up, they lived there together. These are all part of Uika's dream. Wait, well, did you see it? Yes? Oh, the sweetest of dreams I've spun for her. But this Uika girl, her biggest wish is to be with you. Problem, at the end of each dream, she's all alone. You always vanish suddenly. Sakiko, you're a cruel, cruel person. Bitch, you're the one weaving these dreams. You're the one who can decide whether she appears or not. Don't, didn't the past give you the whole sermon? Dreams are the truest thoughts of the heart's depths. And in her heart, the more she longs to be with you, the less she can touch you. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense, but that doesn't change that she's giving people dreams that they honestly wouldn't want to stay in. I can weave a tiny uninhabited isle for the two of you, and yet all she can do is experience the pain of losing what she gains again and again. This little happiness of hers is doomed through her to flow through her fingers like sand. But what heart holds such despair that even dreams can't cure it? Uika, I'll pull you out of this nightmare. Are you really? Are you really? Now that's something I'd love to see. Look of helpless, raging humiliation all over your face, that is. As Morpheus cackles with wild abandon, a faraway boat sounds the horn. The signal, it's about to return to the mainland. Oh, I see. Guest room maze. I've also seen some of the NPC sprites for the upcoming Minos event. Holy crap. Sleep companion beasts. Near its impalement, dormant enemies and stunned operators, increasing block cost. Does not reduce life points, but it's not carrying anything. Why is this so... It doesn't decrease life points, so I can't ignore it. Yeah. We're gonna open here. Who is Minos again? You can't. Yeah, Minos is the vaguely Greece-themed area. It's the one that Palace is from. So far, Palace's event is the only one that's been there, I believe. Ah, shoot. Mm. I don't mind the dog moving the spider bunny. Oh. I don't mind the dog moving the spider bunny. The problem is that, it woke up right before I had time. There is just no time for anything in this. There's just straight up no time for anything, because especially since you start at 0 DP instead of the usual 5 or 10. Oh, I hate those. Stuff like that is why I like the, Well, the funny thing is... No, I've got it now. The thing is, if I had put Sakiko on the right side instead of the left, I would have been completely fine. That's the worst part. Oh, now I remember why I didn't do that, though. Come on, come on. Come on, you idiot. Come on. No, damn it. Ah. Yeah, DP is just frustratingly tight here. But alright, but that does also tell me something. If I put someone there too early, the dog will attack. The dog doesn't have zero block. The dog isn't one of those can't be blocked enemies if it has no, I guess the best way to put it is passengers. If I need to, I do have some even cheaper units I can have deployed. Like, I do have mountain and such. I just can't, as you can see, I've been trying to focus on the Ave Mujica girls because, you know, it's thematically appropriate. Alright, that should help. That's a little painful, but nothing I can't handle. Right, Lumen. Oh, phew, that was close. That could have been really bad. Yeah, extending everyone's range like this has been a very big boon. You know what, let's bring Rose Salt here just to make sure this works. We are. Yeah, the spiders wake up as soon as light is on them. So there's a few things I could do to make that easier. Oh no you don't, puppy. Sorry, pup. Alright, good. The dog's going down. Ha. Oh, of course they got drones. Why wouldn't they? Thankfully, they do piss all for damage. Look at that. Shoot. Yeah, Shu's, I don't think they're out-damaging Shu's seed powers. Yeah, sorry, buddies. You can't kill Shu. Not with that attitude. Here, finish it off, please. I could have just, yeah, I could have just put Insider or something to finish that, but it's more fun doing it this way. Oh my. You dick. Power up.
Why do I feel
Okay, the fact they even move operators is actually a bit of a surprise. Thankfully, thankfully, the Avamujika girls can functionally have global range if you have enough of them on the field, just because of the sheer amount of overlapping range. Yeah, I read that it took enemies. I didn't realize it could take operators too. That was funny. Yeah. Because we have had a handful of enemies in various events that actually do just, okay, they pick up. Like those guys in Chapter 13, they pick up the shards all the time to help transport them to a more frustrating location. And of course, those buses from the Ideal City event, those tour buses were a pain in the ass for bringing 4 enemies at once. And of course, the clown cars in the the Syracuse event, not Lapland Ultra ones, the Texas Ultra one. Yeah, Texas Ultra's event had the clown cars where it explode into enemies like that. So, so as soon as I read that, I thought, okay, I get the gist of it. It's basically the new age version of this. I guess if I had focused entirely on range attacks, that would have been no issue. Upsize the car health doggos, you can just undeploy everyone. Yeah, it does. Yeah, or you could also focus entirely on ranged ops. Like, if everyone had been a caster or something, I wouldn't have had any issues. When you repeat something countless times over, you grow numb to it. When you repeat the same day countless over, you follow the cycle. Imperceptible, inescapable, indeterminable, infinite, impenetrable dream. Because the doggo's even carrying an operator, they will take HP. That's funny that apparently I guess kidnapping an operator makes them take life points or something. But yeah, I did notice that I could safely ignore them if they're not carrying an enemy or something. Oh, that sounds funny. I'll have to keep that in mind. Though granted, if I had used my Swede team, I would have been using Yi there, and he basically makes anything that touches him explode into flames, and I'm pretty confident he'd activate Burn before they activate their Necrosis and grab him. Or Nervous Impairment, or whatever it is. Is it where they can also pick up summons? Now that one actually is weird, because summons usually follow very different rules from the others. Hence why it's such a pain in the ass to keep Yang's summons big dragons healed and stuff if they're taking some particularly heavy fire. Yeah, she's got some ways you can, like, you can use HP regeneration like from Perfumer to do it, but or a Bard, but that's still a bigger pain in the ass than just like rose salt. Every day she wakes her in bed in the early morning with the chirp of mountain fowl beasts. If she wishes to lay bound longer, nobody will stop her. She simply sticks her head back under the blanket. Once she makes her bed, she heads to the kitchen for a simple breakfast. Fresh eggs, milk, bread, whatever she wants to eat, what she wants to drink. It's all up to her in the moment. As far as I've only gotten global to heal him, nothing else. Really, it doesn't, even the bards weren't able to heal it. I'll have to test it with my Civilite Eternia later, because I do know she's got very powerful healing that does not count as the same as medic healing. It's just pure regeneration. I think it applies that for S3, but her S3 is a bit weird. It basically turns all operators in range into one big HP bar. Very specific wording on old ops. Possible. Well, to be fair, Summoner as a whole is also kind of a relic of the old. It's why I was kind of surprised when the IS-6 operator came and was one. I thought she'd be the same class she was during that one event. Well, whatever. I guess there's nothing wrong with improving something that was flawed in design to begin with. I've heard some even say that Hoshi Alter did that for its defenders in general, since all its defenders kind of had an identity crisis, especially once Primal defenders came and did what they did, but arguably better, since they did Elemental. Leveling costs for more value. Yeah, if summoners definitely are great for the kind of person who likes to play them. I'm not one of those people. Sits by the piano, pressing a key, abridging the untuned, the exact pitch, little by little. At some time, however much is the next string's turn to be tuned. By the time the final one is strung, the first one lost its pitch, as it goes again and again. Uika lies down the summer-fed meadow, gazes upon the starry sky above. She knows that even the positions The stars are no different from yesterday. In truth, they're constantly shifting about. Two stars next to one another will, after 100 million years, become distant. That even if we assign them meaning, that meaning will be lost. That also means they can make and break stuff like Ling. Yeah, but don't forget, Yang also counts as summons. You know, it's Dusk, not Yang. Why am I keeping this Yang? For some reason, I keep calling Dusk Yang. I don't know why. But yeah. Or was it... Ah. I think I should just look at the sweet list. You know what? I'm going to look at the sweet list. Alright, full sweet list. How many of these are there? Chongyu... I believe he was the first male one. He... fighter. Spoiler for the EN server that I'm not going... From the home server, I'm not going to give in this video. Ling, the summoner. GA was in the Shu event, and of course there's Shu. G. I believe that was another one. Yi. Yi is the one who runs the IS-6, isn't it? Pretty sure it is, anyways. Dusk, of course. Nian, the first one to show up, and who is very eager to remind us that none of us know what the Sui are truly up to, just that they're all friendly enough and helping for now. And of course, Yi, my personal favorite. Actually, I think he might possibly be one of my favorite operators in the entire game, just because how much fun you can have with his skills 2 and 3. Even his skill 1, while boring, is very practical. I mean, it's basically just the penance skill. Reflects damage dealt whenever he's dealt damage. He can harm someone trying to be cheeky with global damage. Just like the relationships between people. Day 2, the child didn't come back. Here on the deserted island, the dream smoke and mirrors is out of nothing but faint memories. Trapped in a cage of recollection but of a doll. Obsession and sorrow fill her body. They grow, but she cannot move. And yeah, looking at the sweet... I don't know why I thought one of them was named Yang. None of them are named Yang. As in with a Y, I mean. Even the boss of the Ling event was Jun, if I remember right, so... I have no idea. We should get... like I said, there's a lot of enemies... characters here stuck in NPC hell or enemy hell. I know a lot of people were genuinely hoping for Echternir from IS-4 to become playable one day, but I don't think he can be. I don't remember if he actually dies in the ending, though. If he doesn't die, then technically it's possible to see him again, but that would require us to go back to Sammy all the same, and the game doesn't like us going back to... The game hasn't had us go back to Sammy for a while. At first, I figured she'd have some flash of inspiration, went for a walk. It was only later I learned the dock worker she'd gotten on a ship leaving the island the same day. Why don't you go and look for her? I've lived out days like today so many times, the point I'm not sure if they're real or not. I can't remember what she looks like. I can't remember her name. Maybe this is where I belong, and waiting silently. Yeah, it's really Sakura. Waiting here for her return or my death. There'll come a day when my well of sorrows dries. There'll be no more tears, no more weeping. So far flung, a place nobody cares about, the best place I can belong. No. Suika, you're crying. That means you haven't given up yet, right? This isn't the ending you want, right? At least, I'll tell her how I feel, face to face. If I can make out what you mean, I'm sure she can too. How can you reach her if you don't shout at the top of your lungs? I can hear your voice. Me. Surely she must be able to. But with your hearing in this condition, I can't leave you by yourself. Don't say that. I'm a Rhodes Island operator, and with all the training that entails, you don't have to worry about me. You've already done so much for me, Miss Suika, and by all rights, we are complete strangers. Look in your heart and ask yourself, what do you really want to do right now? I want to find her. Nothing really. I can read lips, Miss Suika. Look, you can't escape. I'll confine you. You know what I want. I want. Her unique awareness snaps back, only find with her running all her might. Her chest burns like never before, a sensation of her light-hearted, even. Last strand of her sanity asks the same question on loop. You can't remember her name or her face. How will we find her among the endless people of this island? But I want to see her. I don't care what it takes. I'll want to see her again. Her voice is a step ahead of her legs, flying for her heart. Every ounce of power, she runs after her voice. Takiko makes it in one piece. It's exactly as Morpheus showed her. Uika, same layout, same decorations, even the books, the shelves are the same. Why? The floor is spotless. The kitchen boasts an overwhelming array of silverware and a grand dining table to seat a dozen or more. Sakiko cannot imagine Uika living in a place by this by herself. It's a dream. You could take the painful parts and throw them away completely. I'm sure she felt this place was important to the two of you. It's Aya. You must be the owner of this villa. Miss Rika just left. Where'd she go? She finally recognized her heart. She sat on founding you. Oh, that's horrible. Want to get on the boat? Yes, I'd like a ticket off the island. Oh, well, you'll have to wait a bit. I'm holding up for another passenger. That young lady's not back. Hope she found who she's looking for. It's fine, I can wait. Halfway through her sentence, she forces the words back from her throat. Fortunately, the boatman doesn't seem to notice. Sea's rough at night. Fog gets thick. It ain't good sailing. I've got your safety to worry about, you know. Hey, listen to the signal tower. The guy running it once is gone already. I can see him up there. He's waving a flag at us. Old booze hound needs the beer I bring him every month. Safe travels and don't forget my beer. Don't mind if I forget anything else. As long as he gets it, doesn't mind if I forget anything else. As long as he gets his hooch. The grumbling over, he finally heaves anchor. The sea wind carries the horn through every corner of the island. As she looks back at the isle, she finds there's so much she wants to say. Don't forget me. You couldn't have forgotten. We lived here since we were children. I trust we will meet again. Wika. Wika. Takiko's voice is already hoarse. The waves crash on, but carry no response. The boat's already left. No, now she's the only one here alone. We failed one, but we still got the others. A girl who's waited day and night finally found herself set off in search of her partner, but who could foresee they'd pass like ships in the moment? Such a pity. To tell you the truth, I never thought she'd choose to leave. If she'd followed through the ending I laid out for her, she would have forgotten all about you and lived a blissful, carefree life here. But now I see I underestimated your influence on her. I'm a good sport, so I'll call this round a draw. Craftable robot tech op. Craftable robots are an interesting concept and would certainly make getting some of the potentials a lot easier. Shame though, with the speed that boat's going at, she'll be in a nautical pickle pretty soon. What? Making an entire island for the two of you was tiring. What, next you want me to create an entire continent of terror so your pathetic farce can play out? No, the boat's gonna reach the end of the dreamland. Once it does, she'll fall in the next one. Another cycle, another reset. She'll bound to forget about you in the end. No, I'm gonna find a way to catch her. Sorry, out of time. Oh, that fine. We'll just go find her in the next one. She feels a burst of cold under her feet. Somehow the seawater's crept up to her ankles. Dark clouds gather, punctured by rays of light. Alright, we'll just have to meet and get her back in the next stage. Water rises with fervor. Sakiko senses something dragging her down towards the abyss. Uika, wait for me. Gloom, cold, suffocation. The water strains against the eardrums. What oxygen is left in her lungs slowly dwindles, as does a feeble light from above. Her sight blurs. Salty, bittersweet salt water forces its way to her mouth in a bid to occupy last vestiges of consciousness. So she falls down the seabed, a place that knows no light. Fine, we'll just have to pull a double duties with the next round and save both. Saki, voice from where? Where am I? Who's calling for me? Come on, wake up. It's a familiar voice, one has not heard in a long time. The cold, waterlogged seabed is gone. Was never there. It's placed by dry land. Dust. Who? Wakaba? Sakiko struggles to open her eyes. A pale strand of green. Saki, are you okay? Tsumi? I'm here. Such simple words, and yet they bring tears to Sakiko's eyes. It's no fault of the sand in the air. She knows that. For only she just knows how helpless she is in the moment. If she speaks now, her voice will break, but she can't afford to care about that. All that she can think of is to clutch the final straw. Tsumi, what do I do? Interesting. Tsumi actually finds her right away. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about it. Well, it did make a big deal out of the boat leaving for a month. A dream is going to be a limited in scope. They're not have the. She couldn't have There's no possible way the dream world could have been all of Terra. Real quick, I want to check out the surplus, top here. The skip dialogue, I mean. Sakiko wakes from a strange dream and discusses. Ah, I see him. The Iris and Benna from Castle of Dreams. Sakiko learns from Iris on a mission. Sweet dreams. Oh, interesting. It doesn't even mention the real world section. But I guess a dream world is a bit more interesting than the repeating thing they've had with the isekai story so far. Oh, right. 4 has one of the welfares, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Niamu Tenji. Good morning. New hire reporting in. Good to meet ya. I guess I should raise her real quick. Hold on. Yeah, no wonder she's got the cat skin. Now, I don't know if I'm going to E2 her, but E1 at the very least is perfectly doable. Yeah, this is the first and only time that so far, there's been 2 welfares in an event. Wow, are you kidding me? Oh, that's why. Here we are. Yes, oh, I get it. You're one of Niamuchi's fans now? I could keep her there, so... Oh, right, skill levels. She's offensive recovery, but like her bandmates, she continues attacks even if there's no one in there. Yeah, it's very expensive to raise this many people all at once. I'm lucky I even got Sakiko and the others at E2, but that's okay. This will be a process. Oh yeah, she buffs everyone by existing, so I should bring her. I do have the skin. Yeah, all their Terra skins are available. I guess I should keep her in her default for the moment. I'll change it a bit later. Oh wait, yeah, I have 12 billion guards here. I don't know if I'll be able to actually raise. Then again, she does give Ave Mujica just being strong for attack there. Oh, don't E2 one of them. Free super level up later. How much are the skins? If you want all 5 of them for all the band members, it's 90. There are 18 apiece. They're 18 gold rocks apiece. I had about 150 before this event. It's a little expensive. For the record, we do at least get 5 from the compensation. So we do have a little more. Yeah, I knew this was coming, so I saved up as much as I possibly could to buy all of them. 6, huh? No, stage 5. This is where the second one is. So let me grab a sip of my drink and we'll go right in. It's gonna be a lot of stories, though, so gotta be prepared. Oh, right, Insider, I'm gonna rotate you out for... I should probably be using Pepe a lot more, but I imagine Pepe's flaws are very much going to be present in Niamu here. Hydration indeed. I only know about this event because the home server is about 6 months ahead. But even then, that's not a very long amount of time to choose. The good news is we get 10 pulls the first week and 10 pulls the second week, so you actually only need 100 to hit the hard pity to get Sakiko, if you are interested in her. As you've seen, though, she is genuinely very powerful, so I do personally think she's a worthwhile investment. Got her in both my... Oh, wow, congrats. We laugh together, cry together. On this beautiful stage, we act a violent melodrama. I do not fear death. Well, I suppose that's a common thing for people to fear. Good wait for the second week's 10 pull in retrospective. I probably should have two if we're completely honest, but yeah. Here, sake, drink. My throat doesn't hurt as much now. Good, here, for you. Rim Billiton is all dust and sand. You need water skins and goggles. Alright, Rim Billiton is the vaguely Australia-inspired area. It's where the bunny people live. Progression event. So it's kind of tasty 1 million credit value item. Potentially, yeah. Taki, you seem bad. Are you sick? No, it's nothing. Mutsumi, do you remember? To be fair, I have calculated out, and yeah, if you get all of the, excuse me. If you get all 4 of the event characters to E1 and skill level 7, you'll basically get all of them. It's quite nice. You can clearly tell they wanted you to use those items you get from it on the Ave Musica girls, but I'm gonna be saving them, of course. I've got a pretty good supply, after all. You remember me? Of course. You remember all the things we've been through. I remember all of it. Sakiko feels like she can only relax a little. Cast her gaze around. That's interesting. I think I understand why. Because they're all super limited and they want you to use them together, right? The stages are built with global range in mind. Yeah. Now, you could use Lumen, or even on a budget, you could probably use the 4-star angel girl I forgot the name of. Because she also has global range, but yeah, these are very clearly stages meant to make the Ave Mujica girls look better. The long, narrow mine shaft they've been following dives deep into the ground, all the way to here. It's tall and damp and dark, with only oil lanterns and stoves to provide feeble pinpricks of light. There's a space for only one between the bed and dining table. Based on the number of cups on the table, Musumi's not living here alone. Musumi, how long have you been living here? A year, maybe more. There's nothing complicated to think about here, and time doesn't pass that clearly. No, you can't sense the passing of time because you're in a dream. Mutsumi, why would you dream of this? I have something very important to tell you, Mutsumi. Now this is real. We have to, Oh, hello. Are you already back, Mutsumi? Someone rushes behind them, tackles Mutsumi, straddling on bed. Mom, you're all dusty. Get... Oh, but we haven't seen each other nearly a day. Let me hug you a bit. We have guests? Oh, if it isn't Saki-chan. You haven't come over... How long? Oh, Minami-san. Oh, no need to be more formal. Minami will do. Sometimes I call Mom that too. Mutsumi, since when did you have such a good relationship with your mom? We always had one. We're mother and daughter after all. Mutsumi, how are today's earnings? Stifles through the pockets. It was hot today, so people wanted cucumber juice. She carefully opens a pouch with a scant few coins. Oh, atta girl, Mutsumi. I see. This is what the dream she wanted. That she has a good relationship with her family. It's depressing. Yeah, it's more sustained global than the burst from Golden. You just have to, however, from what I'm seeing is that Sakiko is a lot like Thorns, which means she specializes in focusing down targets a lot better than she is taking out AoE targets. She wants to kill one and immediately move on to the next enemy. She does not want to spread it out too much. Amazing, Mom, aren't I? I don't know why, but Dad, a lot more people wanted their clothes mended. Your dad's been working hard too, putting in a full day's work at the construction site. When I went to drop off his lunch and saw his dust-covered face and exhausted look, I gave him special permission to go for a pint after work. I'm sure by now he's down to whole tanker. And top it all off, now Saki-chan is here. You know what time I think it is? Time to get everyone together for dinner. I'm glad. Eating with everyone is really nice. Isn't it just? And today is such a good day for us. We can't go being stingy now. Saki, don't be shy. You're invited too. Saki, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. They're clearly not a prosperous family. The bare mud walls, the dim lantern light. Why would Masumi's dream be like this? I guess because she cares more about having a good family than anything else, maybe? Even fame and fortune is second to that. Oh, hey, it's Warmy. Hello, Musumi, Minami. Oh, who's this? She's a friend from childhood, Saki. Hello. I came ask if you all wanted dinner. I made a lot tonight. If you want, we can eat together. Now, can we really accept? Your neighbors say there hasn't been smoke through your chimney a few days now. Besides, it's been almost a month since the last party, right? Everyone wants to see Musumi perform again. If that's the case, what do you think, Musumi-chan? Me? I'm sure you want to see you too, right, Saki? I could listen to it 100 more times and not get tired. If you don't mind, we can hold the party at ours. What coincidence, we were just talking about inviting everyone for dinner. Saki, what do you think? You should make the decision, Masumi. Oh, I'm okay with it then. I guess that explains everyone's become an animal that matches them. So Masumi became the rabbit because she's the shy and reserved type. Uika became the dog because she's the loyal and reliable. She's the loyal type. And of course, Naomi became the cat because she's already in a cat pose. The cramped house is stuffed full of people, but nobody seems to mind. Alright, time for another round. Now another. Welcome to Matsumi-chan's pal, Sakiko. Hey, Sakiko. Everyone turns to look at her, sitting in the corner. Sakiko? Cheers. With her welcomed, everyone returns to the party. Sakiko leans against the wall alone, her eyes a mix of emotions, and watches it all unfold. Saki? Masumi? Actually, I know about it all, huh? This is all fake. Minami being nice to me, it is. When I saw you, I knew it was time to go back, but please give me a chance to goodbye. Then we can end it. Here, I can sing freely, just like everyone else. I suppose a little bit of time. Dreams have to end eventually, but you don't have to end them immediately. Before Saki can respond, Masumi picks up her guitar and walks up the crowd. Y'all ready? Hi, everyone. What is it, Matsumi? Something wrong? Chair, my chair? All ready for you. This one, yeah? The one you normally use? She stares intently at the stool, covered in deep cracks. Yep, that's it. She slowly sits down. Everyone quiets breathe. Here goes. Please enjoy. Haruhikage. I think that's how it's pronounced. Is it where the Arknights were technically everyone's a reverse furry because the human species is extinct? It's kind of... Honestly, the Originium thing behind all this is weird. They mutate everything into basically the precursors here. But this does at least mean that any humans from crossovers will be immune to the rock cancer, since it's been proven that, yeah, the human precursors cannot be infected by Originium since they created it. A melody Sakiko could never forget comes to life once more from Mitsumi's dream. Incidentally, I do wonder if that means we're gonna have more of the copies coming over to Enfield or not. I'm not playing Enfield personally, but I know plenty who are. Mostly I'm just unsure if I'd enjoy the Factorio stuff. That's mostly but it is also the main draw, hence why people might prefer that over Wuthering Waves or Genshin or whatever. So, hopefully it's at least handled well for the people who do enjoy those. I believe it is the latter, a nanobot that's meant to act as a living rock thing. It's meant to assimilate and terraform so that it can recreate humanity afterwards. The priestess's goal is to bring back what was lost, while the doctor wishes to use it to uplift whatever race comes next. That was ultimately their... they both created it, but they had two different goals in mind. The same worn tone she remembered smoothly soothes all hearts present. The Matsumi Wakaba before her is almost like a stranger to Sakiko. She's no longer the one who struggles to express herself. While her emotional expressions are still not very rich, here and now she seems so happy. A heart grown numb with cold, a trembling gaze. In all the world I was alone. All I knew of spring was falling petals. And every year my feelings are brushed off with indifference. So this is what you wished for, Matsumi. Sakiko has had countless opportunities to pull Matsumi away, and she's certain Matsumi would follow if she did. But ultimately, she cannot bring herself to do it, not when this Matsumi is so happy. The crowd sways the music. The feeble candlelight casts their shadows against the wall, like a warm spring sunlight lifting shadows of the trees. Matsumi sits in her stool, surrounded by all. Her eyes are closed as she strums, she sings. What's in her mind this moment? More damage package, lest both players profit from... Enfield Guide is getting weirdo no troll scenario with the game's delivery board system. Interesting. I'm sure that's all stuff that'll be smoothed out rather quickly. Eventually. It just depends. When I first tried Wuthering Waves, I was highly disappointed, and while I don't intend to go back, I can respect that a lot of people said, yeah, they've actually done a lot more to make it better. So hopefully that's the case. Heart-rendering and endearing now that I'm here, now that I feel heartwarming and tormenting. That me who couldn't cry that day. Light gently guides me along with it. Some indescribable emotion clouds Sakiko's mind. Is it gratification or refusal to accept? Perhaps a mix of the two. As she is now, she's much happier than when she was with Sakiko. She sits here alone in her stool, earnestly singing this familiar song. Yeah, this is the first one where the person seems actively happy here compared to without it. Dang, this one, it's like this one, Morpheus actually tried. Shimmering and sparkling, the clouds, my heart filled it overflows, shimmering and sparkling, down the cheeks unnoticed. Burning, scorching, wetting my skin. Why is your hand so very warm? Please, just stay like this and don't let go of my hand. If she does not let go, then the happiness Mitsumi found here. She vanished. Sakiko turns and runs in panic, and like that she disappears in the night. Oh, right, we have a fight to do, don't we? Sleepwalking Valet. Scissors grows longer under the moonlight, increasing attack and attack range. Returns the original length after several attacks. Ah, crap, those stupid clowns.
Your pride.
時間は待ってくれません。
Ah, crap, if he's gonna attack there, then there's no point in it. Crap.
あなたをどこまで追い詰める。失敗。
Alright, so she should prioritize the one closest to the blue box. Flyers and close to the blue box.
What can I get you? Someone. Okay. It's fine.
Darn it. Balls. Huh. Ah, crap again. Alright, she can't hit flying foes, which is a little moderately annoying. Yeah, that's no good. Still a bit of a pain having to go through the you lose screen, but I do get why it's there. It's because they need to, don't need rose salt specifically, but I will need more archers here. It's funny, Insider's actually one of the strongest anti-air snipers in the entire game, but since the archetype as a whole is a little eh.
I'm a student of the Tianshi. I won't. Stay clear of the blast. If you insist on
Alright, there we are.
人形がかりそめの命を¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Broma.
Darn it.
At your disposal, you can do this.
Darn, the skill ended a bit too quickly. Ugh. I do need to get Sakiko out first and foremost, and I need to make killing the clowns before they get there is not going to happen. It's just straight up not happening. So I need to focus entirely on... Yeah, the clown's the big issue here. Can the 6-star girl share range with any operator or only her bandmates? Only her bandmates. Don't get me wrong, it'd be great if I could use anyone to extend her range, but no, not that easy. That's using a completely different background since there's no nation to have here. Kinda cool, actually. Yeah, usually when a map starts, it gives you the,
Watch where you step. Targets detected. Drawing on.
I could also just go... It's a bit painful to do that.
Chill. Everyone. I'm on. Drawing arcade. I'll give you some time to.
Might as well use this to get this other guy dead, because by doing so, I can safely put some more snipers around. Although, also might help to have the, actually, yeah. Now I'll have the snipers around.
Get these gates back and I'll give you some.
Oh wow, that was painful. I killed most of them. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel, Sakiko. This is really a stupid thing I could have avoided. Alright, there's a couple ways I can go about this. The most obvious which is simply to bring higher damage. Unfortunately, I don't have any easy ways to simply block the light so that they don't get it. Therefore, my best bet is going to have to be to, well, I've got a few things I could do. One is simply the true AoE. Actually, since they're all ground enemies, they're going to be weak to her fire. Therefore, I'm going to be doing that. I did notice they all seem to go into a circle. Okay, it's coming from the side over there. Interesting.
Is it my turn?
I see. Oh, but this guy's gonna get powered up soon. I can't stop him.
Get you. insist on X.
Or DP is when they.
あなたをどこまで追い詰め任せて
Bullets may be found in situation. A complete
And activate fever. It looks like they both have it.
作戦を覚悟俺の楽園私は君臨し続ける
Alright, this should be make this a doable thing.
Let's just get this done.
bullets may be found in pain. Dust
Alright, here we go. Burn time. Taunt time.
At over 1,400. ドクターあなたをどこまでも
Yep. Haha. Let nobody tell you Blaze the Igniting Spark sucks. Alright, this should prevent them from being a pain.
みんなも任せて
And we rate them by aura. Ah, good. That one's not being powered up. Burn. Burn. Ha. I knew Blaze Altar was the call. There we go. Guess I'll find out what Seven's like myself. Pants, pants, gah. Muffled noises echo through the cavern. Somewhere nearby, excavators in their endless digging. The air is colder and colder. The boss stage, but a fair short for the event. Yeah. Will be a bit. Yeah, usually events are 8 stages. The moment she's out of the cavern, a chill sets in, but it merely spurs on her heart to run faster. How do I face her? She cannot word it. She cannot face it. Tut-tut, whatever shall you do? Sakiko does not turn her head to know who it is. Does not need to turn her head to know who it is. Now, this girl's dreamland I'm rather satisfied with. Sweet dreams for every child are the duty of the Castle of Dreams, and I've granted each one their wishes. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised at how smoothly this dream runs. No flawlessly, in fact, beyond my wildest expectations. Sorry, things have gotten even more interesting now, you know. You're deceiving her. No, 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 nothing of the sort. We've had plenty of dealings, she and I. She knows full well what I am. Oh, seeing these results fills my head with joy. Heart with... She knows it's all a dream, and she doesn't want to leave. Isn't that the very proof my dream spinning's unmatched? Chirping. Oh, you're coming here. Now that's interesting. I'll leave it to you two. I trust you'll discover how amusing this dream really is, Sakiko. Think I might know the enemy pairings and it won't be fun. Like I said, I've got plenty of ways to handle this if I have to. Sakiko, everyone's waiting for you. Let's go back. Go back? Morpheus just vanished. Aren't you a bit surprised? No. Everything here we imagined together. We? You aren't a part of us. You play guitar so well, Mitsumi-chan. Saki. No, Mom, where does Saki go? Oh, she must have gone off somewhere. No, Saki would never abandon me. The cheering crowd goes quiet. They stare at her. You seem to have forgotten. This isn't your just your dream. This is our dream. Us. In this dream, every Mutsumi has the chance to make her dream come true. Together with Mutsumi-chan, we built a sweet dream that's ours and ours alone, where everyone can dream of happiness. We exist in Mutsumi's mind. We've lived our life countless times over. In the end, we unanimously agreed this is the best ending for all Mutsumis, and you, Sakiko, are the enemy of this dream. Mutsumi, what are you talking about? No, you don't want to suffer either, but you shouldn't hide away in dreams like this. No, Mutsumi-chan gets to live a happy life here. That's the most important thing. I'm not like the others. I want to talk things out with you, Sakiko. You can stay here. We'll protect Mutsumi's sweet dream together. She's a fragile child. Odds are she can't decide whether she wants to wake up or stay in bliss. As long as you choose to stay here, it'll keep the dream going. It'll naturally become a reality. You're the sole determiner of reality here. After all, you are reality. So stay with us, Psycho. I refuse. You refuse? In reality, Mutsumi's body is lying out in the cold in the Castle of Dreams. Can you accept that as an ending as well? If you truly love her, you would not be doing this to her, right? As long as Mutsumi's happy, as long as we can exist, what does it matter what's reality or not? I have her every memory. I know your heart's deepest desire. If you stay, I can give you a whole, entire Ave Mujica. Ooh, title drop. You're not Mutsumi at all. She'd never say that. I like you, and I like Mutsumi. Why are you forcing me to choose like this? An unidentified voice hangs above the head. Do it, do it, do it. The distant mountains seem to shake. The gravel on the ground jostles a rhythm. There's no one around to be seen, but Sakiko can feel countless gazes upon her. They're right. To Mutsumi, we are countless shadows. So that the shadows may hide forever in the darkness, even the weakest light must be snuffed out. Tiny by step, they force Sakiko into the precipice. What are you doing? Sakiko. Mutsumi reaches out, placing her hand on the shoulder. I'm sure her dream is to murder her best friend. I'm sure that's good, right? That'll make her happy and not horrible. Sakiko loses her balance, her figure goes smaller. I want Mutsumi to be happy, Sakiko. I don't want the Mutsumis to have to disappear. I have no choice. Mutsumi doesn't need you. Please stay like this and don't let go of my hands. Don't ever let me go. Goodbye forever, Sakiko. Oh. Uka has appeared. Yeah, let's get the next welfare. Our trust in each other. Collect all the welfares. They don't have a single meld that requires you to pull on the gacha. That would be cruel. This one's the ambusher, if I remember right. You can never have too many ambushers lying around. They're quite nice in the general sense, I think. Perform a 5-strike, each dealing 50 range of other activate their skills. Can activate it one more time. Door charges. Simple but elegant. And there we are. 5-strike. Shuddering strings. Fear on enemies within attack range. Deals 80 arts with attack range. Talent 1. Chance increases 2 times. And what's the chance? All targets within range. He's damaged, have a chance to be slowed. So basically, that'd go from about 20% to 40%. That's not bad. Granted, it's not quite as... I believe, that's about... Though I think her first one might be a little better, just because of how much she can activate it over and over. Here we are. Alright, I'm missing a few, That's definitely one I... She's definitely one I will want to E2, though. So you know what? Let's do it this way. Thankfully, I've got a good amount of specialist chips. Specialist chips. I appreciate that they made this instant. Remote. Happy everyone was on except me. Too. She's the Laterana one. I'll worry about her modules and stuff later. Because I'm definitely going to be getting their modules. Don't forget the potentials, they're free. Potentials are free. Aren't they in the shop? Yeah, they're in the shop. I'll get those later because I'm going to need a good amount to max out all of them. So, 6. That's all the band members, though, right? So we're going to need to... But it seems 2 more we still have to work towards. Alright, I should add the other 2 in here somewhere. Ambusher. I guess I don't need Insider, so you know what? Let's go with the Ambusher here. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to level her up, aren't I? Hold on. Let's just bring her to module level for now, so that's level 50. That should be sufficient for whatever is needed. You get diminishing returns after the module level anyways, so... There we are. Reasonable amount of stats here. Equip the skin. I'm having them all with their default skins for the moment. Then I'm going to swap them all to their Terraform skins. I do like how they look in the Terraforms quite a bit, though. A cold wind whistle. Then again, I guess it kind of shows that, despite how much some people have said otherwise, Arknights really does have a look and aesthetic to it. So that ordinary people like the base Ave Mujica girls really don't feel really out of place compared to their Terra forms. Cold wind, down I fall faster, but there's no end to this abyss. Let me grab a sip of my drink, hold on. My crazy idea is you're the only drummer I know who can actually make them... You're the only one I know who can make them happen. You were the most hardworking drummer I've ever met. All you had to do was be yourself and nothing more. Oh, we're seeing how she convinced the others to leave. You kept hopping from group to group, yet you never found a place to truly belong. Is this really the life you want? You should never have had to bear this pain. Let's get out of here, Umidi, together. I'll find you. I have to. Uika. Utsumi, now this is real. Bang. Her heart rate ragged, her breathing out of control, her back soaked with sweat. Her consciousness returned to her body once more, albeit in the most awful, unbecoming manner. Felt real, didn't it? Falling straight to the ground from who knows how high up. Oh, and then there's the dream shattered. You were trapped in dreamless limbo. How did that feel? No matter how sweet those dreams were, they have to come to an end. You pry the most fragile parts and dramatize them over and over. And must I say I don't agree? Before you barged in their dreams uninvited, they'd all but forgotten you and your insignificant little band. Ave Mujica is our contract. They trusted their lives to me. You were the only one who ever cared about it. What do you had it for yourself, didn't you? One after another, they rejected you. Not a chance. Everyone here loves me for the actress I am. I gave everything I had for this. Now you're telling me it's all fake? What a load of crap. I'm not gonna accept that. This is my dream, and I don't need anyone else, thanks. Can you possibly understand me? This lifestyle's perfect. It suits me better. So you like living paycheck to paycheck with no one else there? I don't need someone to save me. And no one could save me. Knew it. Masumi-chan didn't need Sakiko. Ha ha ha. I got to see every one of your sorriest, most helpless, laughable moments. You may have destroyed the dreams I spun, but I suppose this makes me even. And I have to thank you. You wove their dreams again and again, in the process proving to me they were perfect and impeccable. Now even the pest had to admit it's me. I'm the most talented of the Castle of Dreams. Pest? Didn't you meet her in your dream? Snooty girl, flowery, high nobility frock, all the outdated pleasantries? Just being around her puts me ill at ease. Iris is this place's master. You're nothing but a fraud. She said it. No matter how sweet the dream, wants to wake. She feels her vocal cords free. She cannot make the slightest peep. You know what? I finally understand it. Why you get on my nerves so much. You're just like her. You never listen to what others think. You just sit there with a spout big empty words forever. You say they entrusted their lives to you, but let's be fair. You just didn't want to be abandoned. And I've seen your life. There's not much to it. Just a princess's stubborn struggle after a fall from grace. Each and every action you've done was deceive and persuade yourself, and present yourself as never having fallen. You're self-important, conceited, and utter lost cause. What exactly does your band entail? It's just a bunch of girls using their so-called contract to bind one another for fun. And now they've found happiness. Of course they're abandoning you. Poor Sakiko, all alone once more. If you really believe what Iris said, then fine. I'll prepare another round of the sweetest dreams for you. Imperfect, impetible, realize it's a farce all you want. You still won't want to wake up. Like your bandmates, you'll wallow in your dreams, unable to ever pluck yourself out. Something to say? Alright, you get one last time. Speak your mind. The impish girl draws a pattern, and there's some sensation of chains falling away. Then the chains are folded tight. I knew it. You're much cuter when you're not talking. As she struggles, Morpheus places closer step by step, and outreaches her right hand and places on her cheek. Oh, ye princess of hypocrisy. While you were on your dream tour, I've come to understand you as a person. What you thirst for, what you wanted, what you fear the most. But don't worry, this dream, it'll be perfect. You'll be more awake than ever. Not that you'll ever want to wake up. Now sleep. Sweet dreams. Clank clunk. Sakiko, Sakiko. I'm not the kind of person you claim I. She bursts out yelling, but she's no longer in the castle. Morpheus is nowhere to be found. You okay? You look terrible. You have another nightmare? I'm back in my dream again. What are you talking about? Didn't you just wake up? You sleep so long your brain's fuzzy? Iris and Ben are here. How do you... I don't believe I've introduced myself. I think she already was asleep when we got in. Big and I aren't late. The dream changed. Sakiko, you know, you keep saying some weird stuff. We're heading to a small town to find this girl named Anne who's acquainted with Iris. The vehicle will have a flat tire soon. We'll be forced to get off to fix the tire, delaying us by a few hours. Are we going to Victoria to find Anne? Who's Anne? Do you know this Iris? Don't. Is this a friend of yours who lives here? You don't know her, Iris? Then Big and I... Hello, we're on a field mission not too far from your home. I figured I'd take you back for a break. Let you see your family. I've been mega busy with work. Gotta be a while since last time you went home, right? What's going on? Why did the car suddenly stop? Did a tire burst? Phew, we're almost at a burden beast. That was close, but no worries. We can get back on the road right away. As the engine starts humming, the view outside windows begins to move once more. Same wilderness, the same companions. That said, this dream is starting to bear its own colors. Oh, back to the fight already. Well, we still have at least 2 more after this, so... Dang, this is taking a lot longer than I expected. Not a big deal, though. That is an invisible enemy, and I don't like it. Now, because of how Lord Guards work, I'm pretty confident my best bet is to put Sakiko here, to hit the most enemies possible. Yeah, that guy's not showing up. Where's the ambusher? Ambusher time.
君臨し続け位置につきまし
There we go. Yeah, ambushers are kind of nice like this. Yeah, I can see some invisible wolves here still. They're cloning each other.
What can I get? I must want only. We're enjoying our game.
たやすいことです
Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Alright, we're gonna have to do it this way.
命の宿す任せて
Oh wow. Shu will need you here. Alright, yeah, I wasn't expecting them to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rely on burn for these. Those wolves actually hit really freaking hard. Oh crap, those assholes. You know what? I think I might be able to do this.
Is it my turn? Belts. Boy, boy.
任せて人形がかりそめの命を宿す
Oh, excellent. They can't die during the fever dream. Good, the dog's down. Now we just need to get rid of the last wolf and we're safe.
温度を助けての楽園私は君臨し続ける誤差ありません失礼します
There we are. That could have been handled better, but hey, we worked. Yeah, the fact enemies are coming from the ceiling at least as often as they're coming from the red box is definitely making this event a bit more tricky. Iris, Benna, brought you all sweet just like I promised. Everyone gets their fair share. Yay! Now, how I keep your promise too? Have you figured out what I treasure the most? I treasure my beastie bank. Look at all the coins I saved. I planted those flowers myself. They finally sprouted. They're so pretty. I was wondering if you could preserve them. Okay, one at a time. Line up, everybody. Iris and Benna begin to try at each child to introduce their treasures in an orderly manner, but it seems every one of them is exuding a limitless passion. The children's voices don't die down for a second, but there's no chaos in Sakiko's eyes. On the contrary, the sight before is filled with warmth. Why, if it isn't Sakiko, what brings you home so suddenly? Sorry, we happen to be a field mission in the area, so I figured I'd bring Sakiko along. Have her pay a family visit while she's here. Father's been talking about you every day, you know. Have you been busy running a large company? You've hardly ever... He says you've been so busy interning at a large company, you never hardly ever write home. I've never seen him that talkative. He must really miss you. You should hurry home. Give him a nice surprise. Lift the weight off his shoulders. Sakiko, you've been acting kind of weird, like your reactions are slow. Pardon me, how do I get home from here? Wonder terrifying is the opposite fight spider legs human eyes. Well, this was explicitly a dream world, so... The conversation that follows is embarrassing. Sakiko follows the kind person's instructions and successfully makes her way back home. Following the meandering path, she arrives at the door of what's allegedly her home, a strange white building. Flowers and grass in the courtyard are well maintained. She can hear the flower bed sprinklers quietly watering the plants. The chimney lets out puffs of smoke as the master of the house prepares lunch. But she knows this return is not her real home. Her real home is far away in an unreachable place. The first thing comes to her mind is the Togawa family mansion, followed by the dusty, cramped place her father rented, and the smell of alcohol. She knows about how hard-working her father once was. Alas, her real father's probably wandering the streets with a bottle of booze right now. He might even be uttering her name, though the sorry excuses he gives are furthest thing from sweet. Okay, so that's how the Anne story came about. Right, that Sakiko Tug was reality. What she sees before her is a dream spun by Morpheus that doubles as a cage to imprison her. Suddenly, an aroma of food seizes her. Oh, Sakiko, what brings you back all of a sudden? I thought you were busy with work. I am. We have a field mission, so I thought I'd just drop by. Oh, you hardly ever write home. Every day I've been reading a few letters you sent over and over. Oh, they're no more than simple letters. You needn't. How could they be no more than letters when they're written by my dear daughter? Father, I think something's burning. Just hold on. I lost track of time. Have to remake it from scratch. I was taking classes for a while to learn your favorite dishes. How does it taste? Father, I never used to cook. I have a lot more time on my hands nowadays, so I thought I might as well try something new. Oh, look at you, how much weight you've lost. We have a regular medical evaluation at Rhodes. I weigh as much as I did before. No, you've definitely lost some. With a worried look, her father reaches out and pats his daughter's head. Huh? Father's hand feels unfamiliar and nostalgic. As she remembers it, she would always be stooping down her father's drunken arm over his shoulders. They slowly inched homeward one step at a time. His hand dug ever so feebly before her eyes. His hand hung over feebly before her eyes, as close as now, but so different. Not child anymore. Please don't. Will you always be my most darling daughter? Don't forget. Don't want you forgetting your smile, not even when you're out working. Yes. The two of them smile at each other with hesitation. Hesitation in Sakiko's mind cast aside. She's certain that this smile of hers right now is true and genuine. I can hear piano from upstairs. Do we have a guest today? What are you talking about, Sakiko? Surely that's Mizuho practicing the piano. Yes. Oh, it's always been you and Mizuho that know how to play it. Oh, right. I haven't told Mizuho you're back yet. She'll be so overjoyed to see you. You should head on up. Sakiko's legs begin to shake. A low hum continues her mind. Piano. As though the music continues, her memories of her mother slowly began to well forth in her heart. She still remembers how she cried her eyes out the day of her mother's funeral. Yeah, so that Anne was actually her early on, including her happiness losing when her mother left, and her father going to drunkenness. The piano was her mother's favorite. That's why Sakiko loves the piano. Her mother would hold Sakiko's hand so gently and teach her the feel around the keys, black and white. In the days following her mother's death, Sakiko would vividly recall every moment or time spent with her mother. Kept playing song after song her mother taught her. Run. All this was fake, a dream spun by Morpheus. This is not a real mother. How can Morpheus possibly know this about her? She's nothing but a crude forgery, and yet her legs don't carry her to a stop. They seem to move faster, if anything. Despite this being a dream, despite her being a forgery. It's just like that. She truly is there, sitting there, completely engrossed by her performance. A ray of light filters in the window, drapes her figure, making her somewhat hard to make out. For this moment, only one thing is on Sakiko's mind. Mother. Mother stops playing and turns around. Oh. Everything before her eyes is so real. A foul beast that flies for its whole life does so not out of unwillingness to land. Decisive wings shroud the pain and tragedy that come with having no legs. I do not fear forgetting. Right, we still needed her, what she does not fear. I'm gonna need a lot of them to max out all the others. Alright, we have a new member of the hall. Morris. Yamu has arrived. The last one. We have to beat 8. So yeah, there are 8. Indeed 8 in this operation. Let me grab a sip of my drink because my throat is really parched. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Indeed. It seems Morpheus actually tried this time and made a dream that she would actually enjoy and want to be with. Not just one that's, there to be there. Not just cruel reflection. Alright. Right, 7 here. Oh, everything's coming down the middle, huh? So I'm gonna need a reasonable amount of everything. I actually think I will need a second healer, so let's bring back Rose Salt. Rose Salt is genuinely amazing for despite the fact that she's only a 5 star. Let's get the ambusher back in here. Oh yeah, since I've gotten them all raised, that means the event here is yeah, the entire band has been arrived. But right, I've completed the special training here. Yep, I've officially gotten everything. There is indeed a free instant Elite 2 on a 5 star there, but I'm not worried about that for a presumably obvious reason. I can't wait to see how they make these stages even more challenging during the EX stages. Though perhaps by then I'll also have a bit more practice with the band. Of course, I could also go with my tried and true Sui team. It's rather insane just how powerful the Sui Exodia setup is. Oh, you've gotten so good at the piano. Do you think so? I know better than anyone how much you've changed. I'm your mother after all. I can hear it all, how hard you've been working. Your job must be so hectic, and yet you've kept up with your piano practice. Huh? It seems you've gone through quite a lot out there. Hate to disturb you 2 while you're practicing, but supper's ready? The nightmare of suddenly deploying a dog out of nowhere, indeed. Don't forget, all these enemies will have a red variant during the EX stage that makes them significantly tougher. This is wonderful. What do you think? My cooking's improved, huh? You don't know the half of it, Sakiko. He had me taste test so much in order to get this point. Hurry and give the salad a try, huh? Delicious. Well, I guess since she's Caprine, she would appreciate the vegetables a little more now. I made a lot of minor adjustments so it'd be more to your liking. Not half bad, huh? There's plenty more dishes you love along the way. Yep. Uh, Sakiko? Sakiko, what's wrong? I've had a little too much, I think. Are you feeling better now? Sorry, I think I overdid a little. Honestly, your father never changes. But that's his style, I suppose. Honestly, I find it's quite adorable of him. You'll forgive him, won't you? I... I forgive it. Truly forgive him. The man who shares this face has broken my heart countless times. He really loves you, you know. So do I. I really love the both of you. Mother, where's this coming from? I've been going through our photo albums more and more while you were away. I started from when you were born, then 1, then 2, then 3. My childhood memories nearly failed me. Maybe, but there's nothing more important than special to a parent than their child. When you were born, your palm wasn't even half as big as mine. Look you now, yours is even bigger. Mother takes her hand and brings our palms together. For some reason beyond herself, Sakiko grasps her mother's hand and locks fingers. Mother, your hand is so warm. Was this how warm our palm was? Is it all real? Is everything I'm enjoying rational, sensible? How can this be warm and yet heartrending? That's right, I'm right here, Mother. Go on, you can cry all you want. I've always comforted you when you cried. Was I really such a cryberry? When you were very, very little, oh, you would make the biggest fuss over a single sweet. You may be a strong woman now, but you were a big crybaby back then. Really? I don't remember at all. Your mother would never lie to you. Then, do you remember my high school entrance ceremony? During my last year of high school, my mom died of illness. Even if they're non-existent enemies, and memories, even the things that never happened. But right now, I want most of the beautiful answers I could get. I want to convince myself, create the most wonderful memories, to have the sweetest dream I can. Of course, I remember you in your school uniform. Our whole family took a photo together at the school gate. Yeah, that sounds right. That brings me back. What else have we done, Mother? I want you to tell me. Tell me memories we share. Sakiko, how long have you been away from home? Aren't you the clingy one today? When did the word home start sounding foreign to me? If you want, I'll reminisce a little more. Where should we begin? Let's start with when I was born. I want to hear it all. Start from the down the country path at a leisurely pace. Sakiko and her mother walk side by side. It feels as though they could walk forever. Just like that sweet, beautiful stench of time they shared back when it all began. Stretch of time, not stench of time. Unworried, hurried without end. Their hands, the umbilical cord that connected them at the very beginning. Sakiko, found your way home. Miss Vigna, this carriage seems out of order. Let me down. Let's see, wait, these controls aren't what I learned at Rhode Island. Oh crap, 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 stop. We're gonna crash. Sakiko, out of the way. Oh, she's getting isekai'd again while in an isekai. Darn you, Truck-kun. Relic of an eternal splendor. Get some,
Oink oink.
Here we are. Uh, Hold on. Who do I want to put in there? The doll keeper should be good for that. We gotta avoid from eating too much energy. And for the middle here, the doll keeper. Wow, 22. How expensive is the doll keeper? Sheesh. Alright, we'll go do it this way. Damn it. Alright, the moth is down. Crap, I need more air targeting it foe units. Hmm. 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 Alright, yeah, this is not gonna be enough damage. Oh right, Blaze Altar is immortal. That is genuinely one of her perks. Straight up immortality. There we go. That definitely could have gone worse. I don't know what the butterfly does, but I wanted it dead before it could do it. uh, Mother, would you mind waiting a moment? Of course, go ahead. Girls, are you alright? Yeah, I'm okay. Butt hurts a little. I swear I saw Miss Iris here too. Familiar voice is deeper than the hair pile. Ah, quick, gotta dig Iris out. Right. Gasp breath. I almost suffocated. Weren't you two collecting children's wishes? What are you doing here? It went better than expected. The children were surprisingly good, you know, so we wrapped up ahead of time. I thought I'd give driving the countryside a shot, but then car trouble hit while I was at the wheel, and... Not my first time repairing vehicles like this one. Hurry, let's fix this one together. I can hardly tell if my luck is supposed to be good or rotten today. I couldn't shake the worry something might happen, you know. I didn't expect our work to proceed so well today, and I certainly didn't expect this little mishap. I can only hope we have this fixed soon. At least then we can be on our way back tonight. Tonight? Looks behind her. Not too far away, her mother's watching her and her friends with a smile. She notices her daughter's glance and gives a light nod. Would that be your mother? Yes. You very much resemble one another, especially the eyes and mouth. I feel a warm, gentle, and firm resolution from the both of you. Oh, but I have no resolve. What makes you say that? Miss Iris, you're a fairy if I'm not mistaken. Is something wrong? Fairies listen to people's wishes and temporarily make them reality in dreams, correct? Well, that is correct. But if people are truly trapped in their dreams, never to pluck themselves out, what should be done then? A real fairy would never permit that to happen in the first place. If you spend too long in a dream, you lose the ability to discern between dream and reality. What if they never wake up? Sakiko, the worst outcome has never been the inability to wake up. Rather, it's whether you accept everything in the dream as truth, and then you wake. only to find that all of your experience was a fleeting mirage. After leaving a lifetime of happiness in a dream, you'll find yourself back in reality, back at the very beginning again. Your body is young, but your soul is old. Your dream is well beyond your grasp. You're left with no choice but to carry on in life utterly alone. Can you truly call that a good dream? A dream, if it is doomed to fail, then it should not be fled from in dreams. If they're destined to be missed, you must bid them farewell properly. Takiko looks back again. I say that infinity. Alright, so yeah, it seems that in order to truly say goodbye, they have to face it. Oh, I appear to have gone a little long. Am I interrupting the reunion with your mother? Oh, hydration? Alrighty. Yeah, the sort. I apologize. Someone very important to me asked the same question mate once upon a time. Oh, is Morpheus stuck in a dream herself? Found someone in Lapland. Global damage is certainly a fun thing, that's for sure. Because of my inability to give a firm answer then, things turned irrecoverable. I now lend some concern to this. Hey! The car is all fixed. Vigna, no more touching. No touching ever. Come on, girls, get on. Sakako, will you be coming back with us? She turns more to look at her mother. She's still standing there as though she's awaiting something. Is she awaiting her promise or Sakiko's verdict? She simply stands there looking at her daughter with the warmest smile. Yeah. I... It's okay, Sakiko. You can stay a little longer. You've been worn out lately. You're due for a vacation anyway, so I can let HR know. Thank you. Let me try again. Sakiko, let's stop here for now. Tired? Let's make some tea. I'm just nervous, that's all. How about a little chat then? Are those girls now friends of yours? Yes, they're my co-workers at Rhodes Island, very good friends of mine. Rhodes Island. Correct, a pharmaceutical company boasting a landship of tremendous scale. Aboard the ship, we live and work, sailing anywhere and everywhere in the world. The world. Terra. What an interesting word for it. Does Rhodes Island have a piano room you can use? Oh, it does. There's too much entertainment while the ship is sailing. Many operators will while away the time playing these instruments. At times, I'll play a few songs on the keyboard in my dormitory. Vigna's even formed her own band, and have you formed yours, too? I have. Is that with Miss Vigna? No, it's with others. Now I'm curious, Sakako, what are these band members of yours like? He's remembering. I have a drummer who clashes with me over just about everything, though her ambition and hard-working nature are second to none. We resemble sisters in ours more than we do friends. We have a bassist whose technique is superb. She handles behind-the-scenes work, schedules included, with great diligence. As a colleague, there's no one more trustworthy. I have a guitarist, vocalist who exceeds at songwriting. She has her own work as an idol to take care of, but in spite of how busy it makes her, she never ceases to support me. I have another guitarist. We've been friends since childhood. She was always there for me, even when I left home and was all alone. By the sound of it, you're quite the close-knit band. No, the reality is we constantly argue. We've even disbanded before. Have you all made up since? I got separated from everyone. They're somewhere far away. Somewhere I cannot reach. How far? Victoria to Ursus? Further than that? Why the hesitation? Because... I'm afraid that finding them means leaving you behind. I'm scared I won't be able to see you again. Silly girl, I'll always be here. But didn't you leave behind? Look, dear Sakiko, it's calling out to me. Sakiko, call for daddy too. Pa, mama. Pa, mama. Good, this key first, then this key. Wow, and I can play the sounds as you, same sounds as you, mother. That's right, you're amazing, Sakiko. I want to keep playing the piano, mother. I want to be with you all the time. Yes, we'll always be together. Mizu. And she left us too soon. With a condition like hers, should we be lucky to last as long as she did? Mother. Sakiko, I'll do everything I can for you. Father, why do you drink so much? Sakiko, I'll do everything I can. can't do this anymore. Father, Mother would be so sad if she saw you like this. Did she tell you now? Shut up. Sakiko, I'm begging you, leave me be. Mother, I know I've always known. I shouldn't be here. This is not my world. The sweetest dreams cannot last forever. The day will come when I have to leave you, and yet I wish that farewell could come a little later. The dream ends. She's returned to normal. Warmth of her body, the realness of her breathing. Sakiko's mother gazes warmly. I'm sorry, Kakiko. Mother lied to you, huh? You knew, didn't you, that I wasn't your real mother? Sorry, you've been so careful to keep this white light going. I wasn't there at your high school entrance ceremony. Before you asked the question, my memory of you was still in middle school. And I don't know why it is, but when I see you smile, there's dark clouds hanging above you. When you start making this kind of face, what suffering have you been through in this stretch of time I know nothing about? Sorry, I don't know anything about this. All I know is that during your hardest, most painful memories, I wasn't there for you. I'm so truly happy that I got to see you. I really want to see you grow up. I want to stand there in front of the stage and see your live shows. I want to meet these new friends of yours. Very greedy. I wish to know everything about you and be by your side. But because I'm your mother, because I love you, I want you to leave this place and seek your real life. Go, Sakiko. Go back to your own world. Mother. The emotion welling up in Sakiko's heart overflows. She buries her head in her mother's chest and bursts to tears. In contrast, as she's always done, her mother strokes her back and consoles her. Sakiko, we're off again? Sakiko has something important to do. Oh, you just got home. Can't you stay a little longer? Dear. Alright. Sakiko, your mother and I are on the same page. Just remember to eat right when you're away from home. Right, I will. Alright, I'll be off. Sure. Have a safe journey, Sakiko. I was wondering why Morpheus would allow Iris to give actual advice like that, but I think it was mentioned by her earlier that to some degree it is out of her control. Like, she can't make an Iris that completely worships the ground she walks on, because that's not the person Iris is, even the power of dreams aren't going to be enough. So if she puts Iris in there, it has to be Iris. And I guess she was just so arrogant, she didn't think there'd be a problem. Okay, we're definitely gonna fight her now. Ooh, but that's a lot of spaces I can't actually place anyone. Higher perdition. This'll be some good long-range stuff. Triple exit and a large stage. Oh yes, lovely. I suppose it is only gonna make sense to put... Alright, so I can put the... I'm okay for putting the, defenders on the middle. Actually, let's swap Nian for Yi. Yeah, I don't think these enemies are gonna be able to... Fourth exit is definitely a dog exit. Oh, yeah. If I have to borrow someone for this, I will, but I get the sense that, well, there's a few things I could do. I could stick with Blaze, the Igniting Spark, or I could use someone who actually has global range. If I have to, I can borrow Lapland Altar. Not like it really matters. But yeah, it's time to fight Morpheus and put it in and make the dream end. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Most of the units in here are ground ops. They're not ranged, and yet this one seems to encourage heavy range. From the rooftop, dozens of stores high, the cars and people on the ground are like specks of dust. We've strengthened security around your home, Miss Nyamu. Until the situation is under control, refrain from going out if possible. While the kidnappers at large, the agency prefers you scale back your activities for the time being. Spend activities? Just temporarily. We're sifting the new prospective partners to ensure your safety. Oh, but my fans! You're now one of Lungman's biggest stars. You need to recognize your own popularity a bit more. Oh, but... Use this time to get some well-deserved rest and do something you enjoy. Stay put. I'm gonna hang up now. LGD wants to talk with us again. Stay put, stay home, huh? Naomu looks around her home, if it can even be called one. Massive TV, which has only ever had one viewer. Someone comes to make the bed every day. Never looks anything but a factory new. Suddenly, something catches her eye. Found you. Perhaps it was not that she'd forgotten them, she just did not want to look for them. At some point, she chose to abandon them of her own accord, a set of drumsticks lying in the corner of a bookshelf, tapping them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like all the terraforms a lot. Wow, that was awful. Let her go. You defied my orders. I broke the terms of our contract. Here's the penalty fee. She pulls out a bag of coins and places it on the table. You're rejecting me. I think it'd be best if we stayed higher in contractor. I work better as a lone agent. If I want a partner, I have my base. No, you want to go back to Francis and his people. I've had quite a long-standing interest in their musical parties. Sorry, but I won't be taking a seat at your bigger stakes table. When did I ever say you'd have a seat? You've only ever been a chip. And a chip not in the hand is worth nothing. The door slams open. She finds us surrounded by burly brawlers. She turns around to look at the boss, who greeted glinting out of the barrel. Yeah, like I said, it's 90 if you want to get all of them, or if you don't pull in the gotcha at all, you only need the 2 of them for Naomi and the ambusher. Yeah, for Umiri. Yahara. The island's about to disappear in the distance. What's wrong? You've been staring at the island this whole time. I thought I heard someone calling to me. Must be hearing things. None of these waters but the sound of sea and fowl. Lots of luggage. Headed to the city to make it rich? I'm looking for someone. Ain't that the damnedest thing? You're not the first one to say that. These waves are getting rough. Above them, the darkness started to creep the city. Watch out. Grab the railing, but it's too late. A wave crashes down. Seawater on the cabins. Oh, so she had already done what it was took to finally leave the dream. Funny. Uka managed to break out of the dream without any help whatsoever. That's kind of funny. Wrong, wrong, wrong. The guitar sounds wrong, but she knows fully well why. A classical guitar could never make the sound of an electrical one. Riley, it's awfully late, Matsumi. Why don't you get sleep? Look, just unlock the door. I'll sit by your side and tell you bedtime stories, like all times. No, not unless you tell me where Saki went. Well, we don't know either. Maybe she went off and found her own happiness? You're lying. Saki's not like that. There's no response. Saki won't change. She wants me to return to Ave. Mustn't change either, though. Mustn't change so easily either, Mitsumi. Somehow her mother's standing behind her. You know, that's creepy. This isn't just a dream, your dream. It's ours, too. We're all Mitsumi. This is our dream together, where we can truly exist, where we all find happiness. Mitsumi, you don't need Sakiko, you only need us. No, let's be together forever. No! Minutes left. Iris, bye, Miss Benna. Bye-bye now. You be good children, just like you promised. We will. Iris, Benna, all set. In that case, let's... Wait. Oh, Miss Sakiko. Iris, the necklace. Necklace? In her left pocket. They're like just a little box that keeps the nightmares away. Talk about Sakiko. I don't... She reaches her pocket and surprised indeed finds something there. Sakiko, you don't actually have precognition, do you? Center stage, Mitsumi lies in a pool of blood. My child, help her, somebody. What's wrong? Is she hurt? Poor girl, she's dead. How horrible. It's a trick. She's not dead. How could she be dead? Noisy chirping, excited chirping. Cut. You're an abysmal actor, Wolf. Sorry, acting's not my forte. Merry laughter. Oh, and you think you are any better? Panic crying. This won't do. I'm still short of actors. I need one more. Orpheus stares daggers at the center of the stage. There, a blue-haired girl sits, eyes closed but furrowed as ever in struggle. Dismayed chirping. The Syracusan play caused quite the controversy in its opening run. True and false, false and true. Why does everyone tie themselves in knots over which is which? Human beings have too strong a need to know everything down to its core. Perhaps that's the very thing that makes them human. Sorry, I spoke out of line. No, Wolf, you're fluent now. Maybe it's rehearsals. Then again, maybe it's not the rehearsals, but the things I've been seeing. The sort of things that make a heart grow a size or two. Can a woven creation even have a heart? The books tell of a metal man who gained one. Perhaps I can too. Tut, I shouldn't have let you read so much. I like your stuttering better. Oh, so he was actually our secret helper the whole time. She has no heart anymore. I can patch her up. Without a heart, she'll never leave this place again. You decide Morpheus's fate. Oh, Iris, oh, Benna. Alas, it would be better off if you didn't talk, if everyone was like me. Morpheus, it's time we ended this farce of yours. Upon the stage where the doll slumbered, now a doll stands. What? Excuse me? How? This isn't right. No, how could you? I made myself clear. I'll not be leaving my companions until I have awoken them. Well, I'll give you two choices. Get out of my sight right now. One, I get out of sight right now. Two, I trap you in layers and layers of dreams until you say it's lost in limbo forever. I decline. Hey, you think you can? She reaches into her pocket. Yes, it's still there. Iris's necklace accompanied her through layer and layer of dreams, and it's followed her here. Now she will save Ave Mujica. She'll save everyone. Our bet is still on. Their dreams, I saw their innermost thoughts. Even as their wishes came true, they found no happiness in it. They're no hypocrites, they're simply still in doubt. As the founder of Ave Mujica, I pledged them that I'd take responsibility for their lives. From the moment I uttered those words, our fates became inseparable. My role is to show them the path to lost dolls. I'll lead them through the fog, for I must. Center stage, Sakiko stands. She casts her eye over her slumbering companions, and returns her gaze to Morpheus. They and you are no more than lost dolls. In the moonlight, the doll takes on a temporal life. Awaken! Stop her! Terrifying roar. This is our dream, therefore we are its master. We will become as want to be. Sakiko slowly raises her hand. She recalls the originium art she learned in her dream, the song she wanted to write. As she practiced countless times before, she casts down a firm finger. On a white piano key. The notes rings clear in every corner of the stage and bids the threads holding up each doll fall sack. No longer puppeted, they fall to expose the stage one by one. Dang, we're gonna get the ending to K-pop Demon Hunters. That was a really good ending. Be assured that in the face of all your efforts, I can hardly rest on my own laurels. Despite all our hardships, we came back together and we put on a masquerade that belonged to us, didn't we? I want to write a song about our struggles, about the possibilities of the future. We're a band, our destinies are one. This is my answer. Down the guitar, Mutsumi-chan. You're our princess. We'll be by your side no matter what you do. Cover her ears. Looks the guitar. You're not me. I'm Misaki. Somebody help. Honestly, what will I do with you? The Mutsumis throwing themselves suddenly crash to the ground one by one as if marionette strings were cut. I'm on your side, Mutsumi. I'll listen to your deepest desire. The fully armed brawlers are closing in on Miri. Time to put an end to this humidity. What's the song? Ah! Miri, Francis, where'd you drop in from? Sakiko told us all about it. We're just figments of your dream, ain't we? Why would you go on and believe her nonsense? Don't you see this? Everything makes sense. We trust you unconditionally because you made us. Now that I've accepted, I feel light, so free. Umiri, I can do anything right now. There isn't much time. You gotta get out of this nightmare. But how am I going to? It's your dream. You gotta know. Once I leave, you'll all... And you start getting so hung up on crap. Don't you worry. Me and my bro... We'll think of you when we hold our parties. Got it. Go. Don't let her get away. She grabs her bass guitar and bends her knee and lowers her gravity. I'm out of here. Weary our sister. Bon voyage. Snamu, a song that none ever heard is blaring at max volume. Yeah, there's nobody in the room. Call the security firm. She started streaming. Wait, what? Good morning, Nyamu Nyamu everyone. Nyamuchi here. Your girl's soaring through the skies of Lungmen. And I've got a lot of patrol cars with me in hot pursuit. Now, this is one way to remember Nyamuchi the rest of your lives, huh? And if you do get to hold on to any memories, remember one thing. Nyamuchi's the drummer of Ave Mujica. Amores. My memories, they're fading piece by piece. The last trace I've had of her, it's being erased. That song. The song of my soul. Say you're mine, you're mine. Look, you're so close, you still light. You're like light. You always have the power to make people gather around you, basking in your light and warmth. That's who you are, Saki-chan. She's hearing the piano keys. Darkness and harmony. Fearless and undefined. Performing, shouting your heart out again and again, never to stop. I apologize for the countless time I've hurt you all. But here and now, I want to see you more than anyone. I want to see you as you really are. The destinies of Ave Mujika are one. I bear the weight of your lives on my shoulders, and so I will stake my life to protect you. I beg you, all of you, wake up. Midnight, the twin moons are hanging in the sky. Now is the hour of the doll's awakening. Let us commence the world of Ave Mujika anew. Final battle against now for the final battle against Morpheus. Whatever she's doing, whatever she's planning, it's time to end it now. Well, whatever else she's planning. I mean, we already know what she wants to keep everyone in the dream world. Out of a twisted sense that it'll help. Man, my DP is really lacking right now.
Get what you earn. 迷っている。考えなきゃ。This here is a good
She is.
ありません。黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける。
Oh, I see. Those dogs can even transport the boss, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass.
みんなも私が守るから。Patience, tough to swallow, huh? Up next time.
Crap. Gonna have to do it this way then.
Relax. I'll do my best.
I have to remember the boss has a phase 2.
At your disposal, you can do this. Step is a deep breath.
Quickly. Turrets have been 位置につきました。Patience won't boil into a hot pot. 人形がかりそめの命に宿す。Remember to step inside the small toilet? 覚悟のために考えなきゃ。
What a pain. Oh crap, she's being blocked by Oh man, that's good for me. Although my healers are on cooldown right now. Darn it. Yeah, please go after my tanks with that string. I can actually handle that. Alright, time to focus on the boss. Okay, good, we popped the balloon. Oh, right, it's Musica times, which means everyone can now use their skills. Boss killed. There we are. And we did it. At convenience. Oh, thanks. And my drink is out. Fitting, because we just finally defeated Morpheus. Captivated by the dozing off. I was seeing illusions in a fleeting dream. In the sky's gap, I stray and fall. Realize, this can't go on. Right, I know it. Wake up, babe, don't. In your blue eyes, that's wrong to be. Oops. Wake up, babe, right now. Once again, go beyond yourself, beyond. Go beyond. They destroyed the chairs which they were sealed. And believe. Beautiful. The ending note settles. Sakiko's hand lingers upon the keyboard. Faint echoes of music reverberate through the empty castle halls. Saki-chan? From beside comes a voice long unheard, yet one she could not know any more intimately. She slowly lifts her head. We finally get to meet Saki-chan. Feels like I've had this long dream, and I was this close to never waking up. Saki-chan, we've been going in circles for so long. We almost missed each other again. And before Sakiko stands not just Uika, but the entire band. It's like someone gave me a pull, and then I just showed up here. Why are we being so serious? Saki, smiling so happily. Sakiko has to squint beneath the spotlight hanging above. Everything before her feels so unreal, so dreamlike. But she knows, once more they had played the music that belongs to them. The girls of Ave Mujika have finally come back. Yes, of course I am. I'm so happy. Uika, Mutsumi, Nyamu, Umiyuri, I missed you. I missed you all so badly. All of you, welcome back. Struggling chirping. They defeated Morpheus and escaped the dream. Guessing these things put us to sleep? Dreams, they're not working. No, you can't leave. You have to stay here. Piercing screech. Watch out. Wolf. Morpheus, cut your losses. Don't you lecture me with the words you've cribbed from a storybook. Sakiko, take them and Before he could finish, an army of threads skewer his arms, expelling the cotton. Oh crap, up there! The countless cottons circle above, weaving a massive dream catcher. It begins to press in on the girls, growing larger and larger. Orpheus, see the error of your ways. A huge pair of scissors falls, spreading the dream web into a knot, but tiny wisps in the air. Panic screech. Who was that? Ugh. The girl gives a few twitches in midair before plummeting faster. Are we safe now? What in the world is happening? Apologies for our lateness. Miss Iris, we owe a debt to all of you for your aid. Thank you. Sakiko is overcome with relief at seeing the familiar fairy. Her exhaustion swiftly catches up and she feels the strength drain from her as she collapses. A dull thud echoes. Saki-chan! No need to skip the story. Sakiko, Sakiko! Who is it now? Bit by bit, Sakiko regains consciousness, greeted by a faint fragrance. Her eyes flutter open. She finds herself lying in a soft velvet sofa, a brown-haired girl sitting by her side. Ah, have you come to? You fainted. Going through dreamland after dreamland like that takes quite the toll on the body. Though I'd certainly say it's quite incredible you lasted that long, despite never encountering such originium arts before. Are the others? Oh, you needn't fret. I've arranged rooms for all of them. Benna is with them right now. Oh, I don't believe I've introduced myself. I'm Iris, present master of the Castle of Dreams. We've seen each other plenty in my dreams. This is our first time meeting. If this is our first time meeting, who were you before? Well, as Morpheus demonstrated you, some fairies of the Castle of Dreams possess the rare art to spin the dreams. That said, it's no omnipotent thing. When dreams a caster spins are ultimately limited by their own knowledge of the target. Morpheus didn't understand you, nor did she regard you as such equal adversary. That's why the dream she spun was so flawed. As for why you met me, I suppose that was grandmother's work. Grandmother? Yes, the Castle of Dreams' previous master. She spends all of her time in a secluded room of convalescence now, owing to her frail health. She gave me this necklace, you see, over the last few days. It's been terribly temperamental with energies. Ben and I scrambled to return just in case something was amiss. What a terrible turn of affairs we found. See. Something just startled up over there. You're not safe alone. Go the long way around, quickly. Thank you for the warning. Oh, she was present in all the dreams. Heard from an old woman nearby. Oh. You should hurry home. Oh, the lights are dark here. Oh, so it was her the entire time. Dark here. Now don't you get lost again. Sakiko, as master of the Castle of Dreams, I beg your forgiveness for all that has transpired. I suppose you could hardly pardon Morpheus after all she's done. Actually, by all rights, I should hate her. I mean, she's kind of a horrible person, but I don't feel that way at all. Wait, what? She's actually quite right. Ava Musica as a group was never very tightly knit. When I made that initial bet with her, it was solely because I wanted the band members back. It was a rash judgment. But after entering their dreams only to be rejected, it finally dawned on me I hadn't a clue how they felt inside. Within the dreams she spun, we tried to hide our weakest, most fragile parts beneath a beautiful facade. Yet never did I attempt to actually know my companions with whom I've spent so many days and nights. Have I truly resolved to wear the weight of their lives? As though I fell in the abyss of limbo, these were questions I asked myself in infinitude. Sakiko? Oh, but when I finally straightened out my heart, awakened my companions, and stood once again before Morpheus, it wasn't just anger I felt. It was also deep, deep sorrow. In that moment, we looked each other in the eyes, and then it hit me. My power was frail no longer. I had friends by my side. While she stood by herself, alone as ever, with naught but creations that bent to her will and whim. She was a dream spinner. She knew better than all of us how nothing in the land of dreams was real. And yet she chose to lose herself in such dreams. Surely she must have had her reasons? You're a heartless monster. No wonder your parents didn't want you. You never lived through the winter. No, you're lying. I see, it wasn't just a reflection of them, it was a reflection of herself the entire time. Get lost, all of you. Uh-oh, run! Morpheus, are you alright? Oh, is it true what they said? They're naughty children, right? The fairies won't bring dreams to them, right? I'm not a heartless monster. My parents didn't abandon me. I can live through the winter, right? Oh, Iris, answer me. There are reasons that Morpheus cannot live outside of the Castle of Dreams. There is no storybook beauty in these lands. What Morpheus had to endure left her unable to place her trust in the sweet dreams of the fairy tales. And I know full well the castle's sweet dreams hardly solve every problem. In the face of reality, what we can accomplish is so very limited. It is but one thing. We nestle a seed deep within the child's heart. Likely, it's that they consider the most important event or thing to them as children. It usually lies quietly deep within, but at crucial moments when people are the weakest, it will give them strength. Those words you spoke to me in my dream, Miss Iris. Now I offer those same words back to you. I venture that perhaps Morpheus is awaiting a dream that lets her become a grown-up once and for all. And as the moon rises, the doll takes on life. See, have the moons not risen? Iris looks outside. The pale and gentle moonlight shines down on the two of them within the window. Yes, you are right. Furthermore, Miss Iris, I do have a request. Pray tell, I'll do what is within my power. 5 of us have awakened from our dreams, but we don't seem to have returned to our own world. Being the master of the Castle of Dreams, I was wondering if you might know a way which we could get back. I happened to hear them describe this world of yours while they were unconscious. From what I gather, it doesn't seem to be a city in Terra. But I've never happened across a case like yours before, with a full trawl of the castle's archives turned up nothing either. I intend to contact Rhodes Island. The doctor's quite learned and should know a way to send you back. Rhodes Island, the pharmaceutical company. Indeed, you dreamt of it? Yes, I've been keen on visiting again. I have some old friends I'd like to meet. Something the matter? I'm starting to forget what they look like. Iris gently takes Sakiko's hand as though anticipating the confusion. Sakiko, you've been through quite so many people's dreams. I'm sure you know the castle's rules through and through by now. As with all dreams, the memories will begin to blur and fade the moment you wake up. Someday or another, you'll return to your world, and when you do, you'll forget about me, the castle, and Terra itself. How could I? What happens here will not be for naught. Perhaps you and your friends will have to confront these recurring problems when you go back. But I trust you shall prevail. Even if you forget everything that's happened here, you'll remember the courage you showed in these times of hardship. Yes, I'll trust we will too. Then when we return to our world, Ave Mujika will remain together as Ave Mujika. And I, the master of the Castle of Dreams, will forever remember you as you are now, as the children. Perhaps I'll show up again one day when you're grown up, and when I do, I hope you and your friends will be writing a story of your lives through music. We have a promise. What's that noise outside the door? We don't have another troublemaker, do we? Sakiko hurries to open the door. Saki-chan, you're feeling okay? Half-conscious chirping. I'm fine. Can you explain the noise what here's all about? We're setting up a new stage. Miss Ben is making Morpheus use these little creatures to carry stuff around. New stage? Yeah, who knows how long we'll be here for. Might as well rehearse while we got the chance. So many songs I wish to work on. Morpheus wanted to build a stage in the dream, but we and Miss Ben unanimously shot that down. Yeah, I'll pass on dreams the next while. Agreed. Somebody show me a smidge of concern. Why am I being given hard labor? Angry chirping. Ben, according to Morpheus, accompanying Morpheus offers no words, instead simply giving one of the fluffy ears a nice hard flick. Ow, 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 ow. Pain chirping. You did a crime, now you do the time, Morpheus. Oh, you're in this with me, Wolf. Get that. Go fit that last light. Alright. Wolf places his hands on the ground and a snap transforms before everyone's into a bestial shape. From bipedal to a bestial shape. With the light's power core held in his jaws, he leaps to the top shelf and effortlessly drapes over. How's that for a new stage? That's so pretty. Nayamu giddily leaps on stage and darts around this elaborate set. Hardly a challenge for me. We're forgetting the most important part, the instruments. Stop flicking my ears, I'll bring them out now. Each one has a stage. Morpheus is still shielding her ears, and the band takes their places. Still feels good in my hands. Here's hoping that dream-long blank didn't screw up her muscle memory. Sakiko, we're all ready, come on. Sakiko looks up to see her companions on stage, spotlight shining on each one of them as though a familiar keyboard seems to call for a return. I look forward to your performance, Sakiko. We missed out on seeing the whole thing last time, let's make up for that. Joyful chirping. Getting to attend your performance, not as an enemy but a friend, makes me happier than anything. Oh, you people are such goody two-shoes. Anyways, I'll be listening cozily. What are you laughing about? Don't think you can walk all over me just because Iris and Ben are here. No, that's nothing. I'm coming now. Sakiko takes her bandmate's hand and goes onto the stage of Ave Mujika. Much as when the last puzzle piece falls into place, the picture comes as no particular surprise, but at that very moment, everything becomes whole again. Everyone upon this land, we shall leave our sound. In the moonlight, the doll takes on temporal life. Beneath the marionette forms, the girl's secrets lie. Love, fear, sorrow, death, oblivion. In a castle of dreams, the secrets and sins join together and come alive once more. Raise your candle high, be brave through the thorns, part this fog. Here a new fairy tale is born. This is the wondrous adventure story of us, the dolls. Welcome to the world of Ave Mujika. We can equip them with all their Terra skins. I spent a whole lot of gold rocks on them. They better be. I've seen some lament that Sakiko does, technically speaking, a power keep thorns. In most cases, yeah, he does have still have some value with his Delta module and his DOT effect, but even if he's not, I do have to say, he lasts a damn good amount of time. Oh, right, this has a trust requirement. Oh, well, I'll get that later. Now to equip everyone's skins. See, there's two here, actually. There. Yeah, there is. Yeah, my understanding is the doll keeper does in fact have an alter ego of sorts, but don't know much about it. The story didn't even address it. Guess we'll find out later. You know, I think I probably should go with that last E2 just for the sake of it. So, you know what? It's not really worth it, but I'm gonna do it. You know, I should probably be doing E2 in Grace Bearer. Yeah, Grace Bearer is actually really good from my understanding, but oh well. I'll get to her eventually. There's a lot of 5 stars I do on my to-do list. I mean, Iris herself is actually one of them. That's right, I've been doing tons of work. Keep the praise coming my way, right? Got it? And of course, her adorable cat skin. Might as well get her to module level. There we are. There we go. That's the full Ave Mujica set. Oh, it should automatically update their skins, so let's see here. Oh, right, we have one more to add to the hallway. Tis. Wakaba has arrived. Vigil. I guess you can see them all playing. That's actually a really good drop item. I might have to farm that. Ooh, salt might not be half bad either. Then again, not too many people ask for salt, but for the ones that do, they ask for a lot of it, so. Alright, we'll see if this, yeah, everyone's got their skins equipped, so let's see how this goes. We can see them all in their skins at once, and then I'll call the stream. Yeah, this was, very enjoyable. Gave me a nice rundown of each character and their story. The ending is called Fairy Tale Beginning. And kind of interesting, the first time we see Morpheus is this event, even though she's been discussed a bit.
I finished construction of it. Landscape here. Step where I.
Yeah, his self-heal... Matsukuri is amazing. His self-healing here kept him alive a lot longer than he should have been. And you know what? I bet his boost actually did help the, Oh, no, never mind. It wouldn't have helped the Bard because she died instantly. I should probably max out her level too, if only because Bards need as much of their stats as they can. Hmm. Yeah, the background music changes whenever Fever Mode activates.
Only to give me some time.
ありません。ロースのローキー。それでも慰めを求めますね。考えなければ。
Yeah, for some reason, the boss must have negative, aggro or something, because Golden Glow really doesn't seem to like attacking her, even though, technically speaking, she always targets the closest to the blue box.
考えなければ。焦っちゃダメだよ。You're a word I've heard in a long while.
Oh, crap, that's an error. Yeah, this is completely unstable. Yeah, she was not supposed to die there. I don't know what got her killed.
The mountain.
Yeah, somehow that went to hell and back immediately. Alright, I'm gonna have to look up a better auto for that, because that actually does have a single battle. Sanity has been refunded. Can I at least auto this one? Let's find out. Because Salt doesn't actually have bad, and this does actually have all the girls together, so...
Lies in nation gathering. General. Fighting. Watch me.
任せて。やるしか。
来い来い。
ありません。があなたをどこまでも追い詰める。この敵、そんなに怖くない。私たちの勝利に参加を。
I guess the nice thing about the hammer bearers, the Earthshakers, they have true AoE on their attacks, which is always quite nice. Especially since events love to have, frequently have at least one stage that's, nothing too strong is in there, but there's a billion tiny enemies. Dang, those... Oh, this hit for way harder than they have any right to. There we go. Well, at least that one was pretty stable, it looked like. Alright. I guess that's going to be all for tonight. That was an enjoyable event. I do like the new characters and their play styles. Placing them to get their to get what could amount to global range feels really nice and feels very thematic with the tower defense style. But that's gonna be all for now. All right. Well, until next time. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.